Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you for coming on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for calling yourself crypto lifers and jumping on in on this Monday morning. I feel fresh. I feel ready to go. Had a great night of sleep. Worked out, meditated, feel absolutely wonderful. Got my lemon water, got my honey, got my vitamin D. I'm ready to stay as clean as can be. I'm ready to keep my body healthy, ready to keep my mind sharp for trading, ready to keep myself ready to go. Already took profits this morning. Not big, but $233. I'll put $233 in my pocket when I start Monday morning for it, sure. And compound. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for calling yourself crypto lifers and being a part of the show. Welcome. Are you motivated? Are you ready to take your life by storm? Are you about to walk out of that 9 to 5 and say, peace out, I am done? Are you about to tell the people in your life that are holding you down, peace out, I got a new crew, I'm with the lifers, I don't need you anymore. I don't need to hear you putting me down anymore. Do you have a group of friends that don't believe in your dreams? When you talk about how big you want to go, how high you want to go, do they laugh at you? Remove them from your life. It is time you become a lifer. Hang out with people that truly believe they can become multimillionaires. 100 million, 200 million. I believe I can become worth $1 billion or more. And again, it's not about the money. It's about being able to do anything you put your mind to. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for being here. Let's get into it. Let's get into Bitcoin. Let's start this show. Man, what a beautiful day it is to be alive. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. I appreciate each and every one of you for coming on in. I got some big news to show you. We got some supply shock news for Bitcoin. We got some other big news. Why I keep loading up on Bitcoin. Why I believe these are the lowest prices we will see no matter what. The fear is looming and the world is trying to throw you off. But I'm telling you right now, we're going to stay on point because we are the crypto lifers. Shout out to my lifers. I am so motivated to be with each and every one of you today. Shout out to my lifers. Can you feel the energy? Can you feel the vibe every single day? I don't take a day off from the energy. I don't take a day off from the vibe. I woke up this morning ready to rock, ready to put in 110% every single day. Are you with me? Can I get a yes? Can I get a 33, baby? In the comment section. 69 likes and 140 people. Are you kidding me? 69 likes and 140 people? That is not the motivation that I'm here for. I want to be with real people that hit that like button. I only rock with people that put 110% in. If you're ready to put 110% in, come on with me. If you're ready to just half the like button and half the rest of your life, then bounce from the stream. But if you're ready to change your life, if you want to hit that like button and support me the way I'm supporting you, I suggest you hit that like button and do the right thing. Don't be a lame-o. Don't be a lame-o. This ain't the stream for those people. This is a different type of stream. I'm going to push you to be the best type of person you can be every single day. Hitting the like button is part of it because you're going to help me keep moving forward. And if you're not trying to help me, then why are you becoming a lifer? What is your deal? I can't understand that behavior. So, shout out to all the lifers in the game. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. And there's Luna 3L. Look at it on the daily time frame, about to explode to the upside. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And I've been holding this trade now for 3 or 4 days. I've taken profits 3 times from it. Luna 3L, highly likely to bounce up to the top of this channel here, 380. That'll be a nice bean on 283, about 30% gains. And the measured move is way up there for 187%. Luna goes on a next leg. I'm telling you right now, Luna 3L could make a big, big gain. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Do whatever makes you happy. All right? But that might be a gem right there just in your lap. Shout out to Bitcoin back at 39,072. The daily for Bitcoin likely to bounce. I got this channel that we keep losing, coming back in, losing, coming back in, losing, coming back in again. Still a falling wedge that wants to break to the upside. Still inside this tight channel, getting tighter and tighter and tighter and tighter. Highly likely we're going to bounce to the top of the channel here, 41,000. That's what I've been waiting for. That's what I'm looking like. That's what I'm looking at. So this is what we're looking at here for Bitcoin. Okay? On the daily time frame, daily is the where you want to be. Look at the last 3 times. 1, nice pump. 2, nice pump. 3 is where we are again. Nice pump coming. Suggested. Let's take a look at the 1 hour. I do not get in when the 1 hour is high, although we are doing a flip easy. What does that mean? Well, let me show you what I'm showing you. What I'm showing my lifers right now. We tried to break below 38,600. No way. We held support. So bounce, 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 bounce. We now have strong support at 38,600. Look, we couldn't get above it here. Fell below it, fell below it. We've been playing with this region. So far, Bitcoin fell below it. That would have been resistance for the dump to the downside. It was not. We got back above it. Now we use that as the pump back up. Look at this. I'll show you something else that's quite interesting on the charts. This is a shoulder. This is a head. And this is a right shoulder to the upside Bitcoin. Highly likely, 68% chance it breaks to the upside on this inverse head and shoulder. The measured move is up here to about what? 40,487. We'll call it 40,500. Again, we have resistance right here. We're going to have to get above 39,900. We call it 40K. 40K resistance. So that's the next hurdle, really. Can we get back above 40K? If we do a nice pump and we get rejected by 40K, look for more downside. You see what I'm saying? So this is what I'm looking at here on the 1 hour time frame. Looks like we're doing a little bit of a flip easy. When I say a flip, I mean a flip. This is a flip. Well, the 1 hour looked like it was going to go down, but it decided to flip back to the upside. Usually that's because the 50-minute is low. The 50-minute was low. The 50-minute caused the 1 hour flip. If you don't know what I'm saying, you might want to join my trading group because I can teach you these key little insights that can really get you in the pocket. Really find out, because what I do is I can figure out pretty within the hour or two when the price is going to pop. So not only are we good at trading, but we're good at knowing when the trade is about to happen. That's why a lot of people in my trading group will post, once they get into my trading group and they learn my style, you're going to see a lot of people post a trade and then 5 hours later, the trade booms to the upside. How? Because I've taught this. I've taught the divergence. I've taught you 1, 2, look, 3 touches on the bottom trend line. 1, 2, the third touch is the pump. It's simple stuff. I teach this over and over again. Boom to the upside. There's Bitcoin doing a nice boom out of that flag of the 15-minute. You could have traded this flag on Bitcoin, right? And again, there was highly likely divergence on like the 7-minute time frame. And there was. You have a swing down here, but you have a flat line here on the RSI. Even if it's slightly to the downside, it's not as far down as that angle. That is bullish divergence. Tells you that you will pop to the back to the upside, and you did. Bullish divergence in the 7-minute. 15-minute was low. That was the scalp for the win right there. That was the scalp for the win. However, we got rejected by the 15-minute high there, okay, at about 39,000. So the battle for 39K continues. Bitcoin continues to go sideways. As Bitcoin goes sideways, okay, we will see alts fly. And that's why microcaps have been popping. Let's not start the FUD so early in the stream. I don't even listen to FUD anymore. It's obnoxious. I keep it moving. I got my mind exactly where it needs to be. I hope I can get y'all where your mind needs to be and we can all move forward at the speed of light. Nobody is going to take me off of my zone. Nobody is going to take me off my focus. Nothing else matters but helping each and every one of you get to where you need to go. Nothing else matters but helping each and every one of you get where you need to go. There's like 2 main people that I listen to lately. It's Jim Rohn and Albert Einstein. No, I wake up every morning and I listen to them. I do. I listen to quotes by them. I hear them talking to me. Look at these 22 inspiring quotes by Albert Einstein, and they're quick and easy. We can get through them in like under 5 minutes. Try not to become a man of success, but rather become a man of value, right? People come to me to learn cryptocurrency, create a value, do something for others. Make sure people can make money off of you. If someone can make money off of you, then you're doing the right thing. If someone can learn the knowledge, like if you're a basket weaver and you teach someone how to basket weave, and then they go to a local fair and they sell those baskets for money, you taught them how to make money. You taught them how to use a skill to make money, right? Same thing with technical analysis. It's a basket weaving. Just use it to basket weave, baby. Make your baskets. You know what I'm saying? And then also, technical analysis is better than basket weaving because it's like a basket that can grow money out of the basket. Just keeps coming out. Just keeps coming out. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man Rainer in the house. He's doing really, really well. I love when I see a new trader posting hard, constantly getting it in. Very, very good to see. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Beautiful. I love it. I love it. That is a descending triangle, though. That could break to the downside. I just want you to know. This could be looked at, my man, as a descending triangle. Flat on the bottom, coming to the downside. Could break down, but however, we are pushing up on the stochastics. Highly likely, once we break that line, we're gone. This is ascent. ACE, ascent. Okay? Which I've actually been holding for a long, long time. Oh, I think I got myself. Oh, there we go, yeah. In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity. Remember that. In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity. A person who never made a mistake, never tried anything new. Only a life lived for others is a life worthwhile. Let's say that again. That's what this YouTube channel is all about. Only a life lived for others is a life worthwhile. Wow. Okay? Happy birthday to Einstein and MBL hit. My man. Nailed it. Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. You must keep moving. Imagination is more important than knowledge. All right? Imagination is more important than knowledge. You can read all the books you want. If you can't have your own thoughts, you got nothing. Weakness of attitude becomes weakness of character. Let's say that again. Where's your attitude? How do you feel? Where are you putting that feeling, that energy? Weakness of attitude becomes weakness of character. Great spirits have always encountered violent opposition from mediocre minds. If you want to be amazing, a lot of people are going to talk ish on you. A lot of people are going to make fun of you. A lot of people are going to mess with you. If you want to be great, many people are going to talk behind your back. The mediocre minds are going to have violent opposition to you. Remember that. It's happening right now to the great people in our country that are talking about the truth. It's not that I'm so smart. It's just that I stay with problems longer. Interesting, right? Insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, but expecting different results. Are you not selling? Do you keep not selling? That's insanity. Logic will get you from A to B, but imagination will take you everywhere. Logic will get you from A to B, but imagination will take you everywhere. That's insane. Logic will get you from A to B. Imagination will take you everywhere. I'm telling you right now. Bitcoin mining amendment taken out of the EU vote. Bullish. There's no way they would stop Bitcoin mining. The most foolish thing they ever did. All they were doing was putting that out there so they could maybe bring the price a little lower. Some big businessman was like, yo, put that out there. We could talk about it for a little while. It might just get us a cheaper price. Guys, last night was the reason Bitcoin dipped was the EU voting vote. People were like, oh, I don't know. That was the reason Bitcoin took a little dip last night. That was it. And it got bought so far back up to 39K. They were trying to get it back to 34 on the FUD, but they couldn't do it. Even that FUD couldn't do it. And I'll tell you right now, even if they did ban Bitcoin out of the EU, why would anyone care? That would be their loss. Don't you realize Bitcoin's the shining star? Not aligning to a shining star is your loss, not Bitcoin's. These companies are going to look back and be like, what did I do? I listened to the IMF and these big banks, and they took me out of freedom, and they took me out of the progression of the human race. Don't let a succubus parasite take you down. The IMF, the International Monetary Fund, all these big banks are succubuses sucking on the populace, lending money, making money off of lending money. Bitcoin makes its own wealth throughout itself. Bitcoin creates its own destiny. We will win, my friends. We will win. The blockchain party is here. It is now. And nothing will stop us on our way. Nothing. I'm telling you that right now. Nothing. Nothing. Bitcoin got sold off quickly right there on the 15-minute as it got rejected by 39,200 back below 39K. And the sideways behavior continues for Bitcoin. All right? The sideways behavior continues for Bitcoin. However, look, 15-minute is pushing to the upside. That may just be the 7-minute getting rejected. It was. See? The 7-minute has been my go-to when I see a quick rejection point. Highly likely it was the 7-minute getting rejected on the stochastics RSI. That's what it was. So if you're not trading with the 7-minute, it's a beautiful, beautiful go-to. It's also a good tell. It'll tell you when to get out of a quicker trade. However, hold your horses. The daily is in our favor. Remember that. Bigger time frame. So when I see you, the daily has a big green candle there, that's nice to see. And that candle closes at 9 hours, already a nice green candle for the daily. That's a bullish engulfing candle. Why? Because I can put this whole red candle inside of that candle. I'm going to start fresh. I'm going to go to a new chart, and I'm going to teach you how to trade BTC right now. Again, not financial advice. Nothing I do and say here should be taken as such, but let's break it down for you and yours. Let's look at Bitcoin on the Bittrex chart for the USD. And I'm just using a random chart just because it's clean. All right? I have a bunch of stuff to show you. But again, some calling this a double top, but I see a higher low. Okay? When you first look at a coin, you want to look at the 5-day chart, a big coin. You want to look at a big day. A big time frame is what I mean. The 5 days is a beautiful time frame to look at a chart. Okay? Still momentum here. We could push back up and have a huge move. Just remember that. We also have a higher low, and we have wicks to the upside. On a big time frame, when you have wicks this far to the upside, that's a very bullish sign. Look at here, 5-day, 1, 2, 3. We had 4 wicks to the upside. That kind of called the bottom. Here, the 5-day had 3 wicks to the upside. That called the bottom. Here, we had 1, 2, 3 wicks. Here, we have 1, 2 giant wicks. To me, Those are places where people were just like, that's the cheapest I'll ever get it. That's the cheapest I'll ever get it. And now we're holding a higher low. 38,000 has been holding on the 5-day chart. Previously, that low was 37. Everyone's freaking out, but if you think about it, Bitcoin's in a very bullish place, in my humble opinion. We could go to 10K. We could go to 15K. I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance. I don't claim to guarantee anything. I'm not a moon boy. I don't, because some people come to the channel when I say one thing and they're like, oh, he's a moon boy. It's not true. I'm a charter. I look at the chart. I look at the chart exactly how I should look at it without emotions and play it the way it should be played. So Bitcoin here. And again, I keep showing this and I'll show it every single day. But that's hidden bullish divergence. It just is. Swing up to swing up, swing down flat on the 5-day chart. Hidden bullish divergence tells us that the trend will continue to the upside, and the trend is continuing to the upside. If you look at this, Bitcoin has just been in a continual trend. Look at this. That's just a continuous trend to the upside. Look at this. And this comes from my imagination. Hold on. I think I was hitting the wrong button here. Yeah. This comes from my imagination. Right? This is my imagination. I'm imagining this before it even happened. But that's a definite ascending triangle for Bitcoin. Highly likely this is what we're doing. Very bullish sign. And there's the measured move to $124,000. I was doing this before. Bitcoin to $125,000. Easy peasy. Before, what time here? By July of 2023? Wow. It's going to take a while, huh? Dang. Could take that long. But again, timing isn't everything. I'm never really good with timing exactly. Although I was 10 days off of the last time I did this. But again, I'm going to publish this Bitcoin to $124,000. I'm going to publish this idea. In less than 2 years, Bitcoin will go to over 100K in less than 2 years. Not bad. Not bad at all, right? Bitcoin to 124,000 in less than 2 years. This will be set in stone for a long time. This comes true. It should help my, people will be like, damn, I should join his trading group because dang. A lot of traders don't commit to their long-term technical analysis. I do. Because I believe in the TA. Because the TA has showed me numerous times that it's been spot on. Yeah. So there's BTC in a beautiful ascending triangle. 200-day moving average moving through the bottom of the pattern. Very bullish sign. I use that as a catalyst to get into many, many trades. I love when I see the 200 parallel with the bottom of my channel. If I see that on the 1 hour or the 4 hour, I play it all the time. So why wouldn't I play it on the 5-day? See, just because it's a bigger chart. This could look just like the same on the 1 minute chart. This could be the 7-minute chart. Once you start learning a lot, you can use fractals from smaller time frames. And you can see them in bigger time frames and it can make sense to you. Okay? This is so key and so important. All right? So key and so important. Good job, Rodney Robinson, aka the real Dad Bod. Shout out to all my lovers of life. Shout out to all the crypto lifers here. Can you do Luna? If you send in a super chat, I'll do whatever you ask. That's how this channel works. That's how I'm able to create revenue for the stream. I don't get a lot of ad revenue. I get a lot of super chat revenue. That's how we form it. That's how I built the studio. That's how I do everything. Happy birthday to Einstein and MBL hit. It's Einstein's birthday on top of that. I didn't even know that. I was just bringing up quotes by Einstein to help inspire the group. So Bitcoin back above 39,000. That's a beautiful thing. 39,000 is a big deal. As long as we stay above 38K here on this line. See, this is my line. This is these two red and this. We're going back to the upside here for Bitcoin. So if you just play the macro idea here and you let your emotions free, highly likely we're going to come back up here to $65,000. Come back down, maybe wiggle a room, come back out, do a boom. Crazy, July of 2023. So we come all the way up here to by May, we go to almost an all-time high by May. 2 months from now, we get back to 69K. That would be amazing. Alts would start popping. The whole market would change. More developers would come out. More people would be more apt to come out with the news. A lot of people that are holding back on, if they have like a big extension that they want to put out on their blockchain, or if they have something coming out, they're not doing it lately because they want that news to really push their coin. So they're holding back on news, holding back on a little bit of a development. That's happening right now because everybody's watching crypto and Bitcoin. This is something that's very possible that could happen here on the bigger time frame on the 5-day chart. Suggesting, and we even have enough room to boost up a little bit more. See, look where we are here. We were right here on the 5-day. We were halfway through. We went from 40K all the way to 69K in this movement on the 5-day chart. See this? I'm just trying to teach you the strength of the stochastics RSI. From there to there is where we went from 40K to 69. That's basically, that's 80% move for Bitcoin. Bitcoin goes 80%. That would be, let's see, 38,000 right now. Just be exact on it. $38,000 here for Bitcoin times 0.80. We're talking 30,000 plus the 38K. You're back to the all-time high at $68,000. And that could happen with this move here on the 5-day chart. See this? Bloom. Just like it happened there. Bloom. So I want you to understand that it does look plausible on the 5-day. 200-day moving average is something I've backtested for 5 years on multiple time frames. Remember, the 5-day is the 4-day. The 5-day is the 4-minute, is the 7-minute. It doesn't matter the time frame. Does that make sense to everybody? Does anyone know what I'm saying when I say that? Do you guys understand what I'm saying when I say that every time frame is the same? In a way, like I know it's confusing, but it shouldn't be. And it's daylight savings. I know we had daylight savings. It might have thrown some people off. I hope it did not. Jump on in. Jump on in. Oh, I thought that was my hair right now. I realized that's not my hair. I don't have glasses on. That was me yesterday. Hilarious. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. 250 people watching on the live. Can I get the likes up to the watchers? It's so whack when the likes don't go up to the watchers. It's like I'm with a bunch of lamos. And I don't want to hang out with lamos. I just don't. Like if I hung out with you and I found out you were a person that didn't hit the like button, I probably wouldn't hang out with you. I really wouldn't, no lie. And I'm not judgmental. I just be like, that's not a real person. That's a fake dude, fake woman, fake person. Like I don't hang out with fake people. So if you want to be fake, then not hitting the like button is the first way to do it. Shout out to everyone here. And I'm going to become successful. I'm on my way. It's guaranteed as long as I keep doing the slight edge, which is the same things over and over again every single day. If you want to learn how to become successful, if you want to learn how to stay motivated, I suggest you hit that like button and ride with me, baby. Ride with me. It's okay. It won't hurt you. You'll be all right. And also, it's selfish not to hit the like button because other people are learning from this channel. When you hit the like button, the algorithm pumps and other people get to learn. When you don't hit the like button, other people don't get to learn. So you're doing a disservice to other people in the whole world when you don't hit the like button. You're being very selfish. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for coming on in. So the daily time frame also wants to push off the bottom of this channel. Also wants to push. And look at this. I mean, it's ugly, but it's like almost a shoulder, a head, and a shoulder, even though it's very ugly. And this trend is holding to the upside. All right. And this is the smaller channel that we keep talking about here. And it looks a lot like this chunk right here. When you look at the bigger time frames, it's not as scary as we thought it was, right? So there's the 5-day. There's the bigger idea for you for Bitcoin. Sam, you already know I'm going to ride till I die with you, brother. Amen. Amen. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you. 267 people on the live, 200 likes. That's what I'm talking about. That's the motivation. That's the type of person I want to be around. And I get, some people forgot. If you're jogging, I get it. Stop for a second, hit your phone, hit the like button. If you're listening and you're at work, look around, make sure your boss isn't looking, pull your phone out, hit that like button. Come on. If you're on the farm and you're working the farm, stop the tractor for 1 second. Stop ripping whatever you're ripping out, the weeds, whatever you're doing. If you got the udder on the cow, just stop for a second, hit that like button. If you're a mechanic, wipe those hands off with a rag. Hit that like button, please. I would greatly appreciate it. I have a wife and kid. They depend on me. I'm the lone worker, lone breadwinner of my family. My wife is a home worker for the kids. She takes care, actually, she runs the business. Shouldn't even say that. That's so rude. But she does everything. She takes care of the kids, takes care of the baby, takes care of my mom and dad when they come see me. She does it all. So hit that like button for my wife, if not for me. All right? I know I'm a lot. I know I'm intense. I know I bring a lot to the table. Some people can't handle it. I get it. My wife's a sweetheart. Hit the button for her, man. She's a sweetheart. She has to put up with this. She has to put up with this energy every day. Imagine that. I mean, she likes it in the bedroom, but that's the only time. Oh, hey. Oh, my virgin ears. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. I put the joint down, stop the truck, and hit the like for my boy. Let's go, my man. Oh, you're funny, man. You funny. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for coming on in. So what do we see for Bitcoin on the smaller time frame? We showed you the big boy, right? And we got this kind of pennant forming here, this tight pennant forming on the daily. Look at this. To me, it's a symmetrical triangle. Could break out either way. It really could, but it is getting tight. And it was a falling wedge, too, that kind of broke out. Like, look, if you show the falling wedge, We had the falling wedge like so. See this? We did break out of this falling wedge. Broke out, came back down to retest. Now we retested this top trend line. We never broke back into the wedge. It's a great sign. Came back up, and now we're hitting this line. And that's actually a fib line. You can't tell, but these are Fibonacci's hidden. You can't see them, but these are hidden Fibonacci circles and lines that are being played by algorithmic moves. And that's being run very, very nicely. There's also diagonal support there. See that? That Bitcoin's been holding for a long, long time. So it's highly likely it still holds because it's been holding this support all the way since 2020. Even the pandemic dump, I believe, hit it. Look at this. Got close. But we bounced off it. That trend line has been holding for a long, long time. Okay? Highly likely it'll hold again. Jimmy Phillips, just a Monday. Thank you, brother. WAGMI, my man, for the $49.99. Unbelievable. For the $50 super chat on a Monday morning. That's unreal, Jimmy Phillips. You're the man, dude. Shout out to Jimmy coming through with the $50 super chat. That gets me hyped. Woo! Shout out to Jimmy with the $50 super chat. Jimmy, you're the man, dude. Thank you so much for you and yours. I'm going to take a big gulp. Yes, I sure do. Lifers, hit the like button. East Jordan, you're the man, dude. Much respect to you. Much respect to you. And I'm going to sip my honey because I do it every day. Get that bee throw up in your throat. I said it. Get the bee throw up in your throat. Bee is like the cleanest animal in the world, too. You know, they clean themselves like obsessively. They clean each other. Crazy. Get that vitamin D. Get that V3. And don't forget the black cumin seed. This has been used for ancient times, so thousands of years. The black cumin seed, one of the strongest antioxidants in the game, known to kill cancer, known to eradicate virals out of the body. The black cumin seed. Do whatever makes you happy. This is what I do. Black cumin seeds, honey, lemon water, and vitamin D3 every single morning. I have not been sick, not even had a cold, not a headache in over 2.5 years. You've seen me here every single day. I'm never like, hey guys, how's the stream? You know, I'm trying to get through it today. I don't feel too good. My voice is a little sore today. But, you know, we're going to have a good live. We're going to make it through. I've seen that. I've seen a lot of YouTubers do that. Sometimes Mitch Ray mails it in. He's been doing it for years. He's just sitting there. He's like, okay, guys, like, and then he drinks too. He's drinking on the Thursday night. Whatever. I don't care. I love him. I don't judge anybody. It's just not my thing. You're not going to pay $99 a month and watch me drink. It's just not going to happen. I'm far too, like, there's, you know, and actually there's people that would leave my trading group if they saw me drinking on my live stream. I know that for a fact. I want people that aren't with it. You know, you can have a beer all you want. You can do whatever you want. I personally have removed alcohol out of my life. No need of it at all. So, but again, I don't judge you either. If you like it, you like it. I don't care what anyone else does. I'm just putting my best foot forward. Started thinking lemon water this morning. Already made 50 in profits. I'm convinced it was the water. I'm telling you right now, the lemon water will help your pineal gland. Also, the smell of lemons makes you feel good. It's a natural positivity thing. It really is. I don't know. Lemons have a positive entropy to them. That's the right word. But when you smell lemons alone, if you could just smell it. Open a lemon, everybody here, you can smell the lemon with me. It just makes you feel good. Smelling a lemon puts you in a good mood. It really does. The smell of lemons alone will get you going. It smells you when you were a kid and you drank lemonade. Who opened up a lemonade stand when they were a kid? Who here opened up a lemonade stand? Put a 3 in the comment section. Put a 1 in the comment section. Put a thumbs up. Did you open up a lemonade stand when you were a kid? I did. I did it a couple times. Who didn't? I mean, it means you grew up in a beautiful, nice neighborhood, because if you grew up in the hood, maybe you didn't. You know what I'm saying? You grew up in the projects, maybe you didn't. So you're also pretty privileged if you opened up a lemonade stand. So shout out to anyone that did open up a lemonade stand when you were a kid. It means you were privileged. You had good parents, good mom and dad, and you jumped on in, right? But that's the entrepreneurial spirit. You know, put a lemon in there if you made one. Shout out to Jimmy Phillips. So Bitcoin looking tight. Measured move for Bitcoin is 59,700. Highly likely that's going to happen, in my humble opinion. Highly likely. Okay, based on the daily, based on the 3-day, based on the weekly. Look at the weekly. Weekly's pushing. We're getting a weekly move. How big that weekly move comes is the deal. I want to see it do this. The last weekly move was absolutely beautiful. Huge leg to the upside. Even the half weekly move with a huge leg to the upside. We're here again. I'll tell you what, I accumulate Bitcoin whenever we're down here, down here, down here, down here, down here. This is the time. I just sold lemonade stand insurance. My man. Matcha will give antioxidant boost. Matcha is also a very strong thing to do. Matcha tea. I agree with you. Matcha tea is a very beautiful thing. Very good for rebuilding the enzyme, rebuilding the body. Matcha. So MACD about to have a beautiful cross here. Falling volume with falling price says we're running out of sellers. The sellers have just continued to recede. How can we keep going down if the sellers are dropping? You see? I'm telling you right now, I'm going to go out on a limb, man. I'm calling a bottom here. I really am. Anything is possible. I can't call bottoms because you never know. There could be a Black Swan World event. I'm going to say, granted, no Black Swan World event. That was our bottom right there on that wick. That really was our bottom. You know, and a reason why, because when I look at the 3-month chart, we have not had a candle close below 35,000 in over a year. Look, this 3-month chart, it started in April 1st. At the end of March, this will be a 1-year section of 3 bars. We have not gone below this in a year. I'm just saying, when Bitcoin stays above a value for a year, it usually never goes below it again. Look, right there, it stayed below this for a year, it was gone. It stayed above this for a year, it was gone. It stayed above this for a year, it was gone. Bitcoin has never stayed above a level for a year and then gone below it again. Since 2015. So this would say that we would never go lower than 35K again. That was our bottom. That's it. I started buying. I bought a lot in here. I hope you did too. We may never see those prices again. That may be the cheapest we ever got Bitcoin ever. And I made sure to show everyone I was buying every single day here, whenever I could. The redder the day, the more I was buying, and I kept saying it. I kept saying, Bitcoin, 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 Bitcoin. Do whatever makes you happy. But I'm telling you right now, Anchor and Luna, we'll look at Anchor and Luna. I can't wait to jump into the alts. Around 11 o'clock is alt time, baby. Alt time. We spend the first hour really looking at the entire world markets, what's happening. So I see a nice bounce for Bitcoin. 1 hour, we got to get through it right now. It's doing a little bit of a flip. We'll see. So now it's about support and resistance. So what you want to do is this. We got heavy resistance right here. 39,000. You can see we just can't seem to get above it. See this? Look, rejection, 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 rejection. The more you hit it, the more likely you're to break through. Just like when you hit a line, you're going to fall to the downside. We're beating down this door. We just keep coming for it. It's highly likely we break through it. Okay? Right now, the 1 hour wants to make a move. 50-minute tried, flipping back to the downside. More sideways behavior here for Bitcoin. So what do I see happening? The 50-minute resets. We come down and retest, hopefully no lower than this area here. We're going to break down into this macro level here so you can see what I'm talking about. So really, you got resistance right here. We've wicked, but that's your main resistance. We got to get above that. Bitcoin has to break back above that. 15-minute is coming back to the downside. Okay? Well, I got out of the Luna trade for a minute because it was struggling with Bitcoin tanking there. So what do we see happening? Well, possible double top there and there. Measured move would be back down here. So we're looking for Bitcoin to bounce off 38,500. Basically, yeah, we don't want to break 38,005, 38,486. This is my line. Bounce right there. We want to get a bit of a bounce when the 50-minute gets low. The 1 hour is kind of precarious. If the 1 hour decides to keep rolling over, though, we're looking at a bounce here and then possibly all the way back to the low at 37,720. All right. Hold on. I just got to... I showed you the bigger time frames. Now I'm just showing you the smaller time frame. I look at it all. All right. If you come to this channel, you're going to look at the weekly chart. I just showed you the 3-month chart for Bitcoin. You won't see it anywhere else. I don't see anybody showing the 3-month chart. I really don't. And I even showed a pennant on it. I showed you how we've had a low higher for the entire year above 35K. We've gone lower, but no one really realizes, because when you look at the 3-month, that candle closes every 3 months. And it's going to close at the end of the month. So where that candle closes is going to be a big deal. All right. Really, all you have to do is wait for Bitcoin to break through this and then retest it, and that's going to be a move. So Bitcoin going to break through, going to come back down and either retest this support or this trend, and that's going to be the entry for a big move to the upside. You don't have to chase green candles. You can always look for a retest. All right, retests are the beautiful thing to get into. And so again, this is what I see happening for BTC. 1 hour will have to play out. 4 hours getting up there and we didn't get it above. See, the worry for me is if this 4 hour gets more, even higher and higher and we don't get above 40K, 39.5, like we need that to occur. Very important. So if you see us rolling over and we never break above this level, we are coming for more downside. And this will break the measured move, which could bring us to 29,000. See? 29,500. So as you can see, I'm not a moon boy. That could occur. So we need to get above this resistance. It's such a big deal. Once we get above there, we can breathe easy and see some light at the end of the tunnel. Is there a trade right now I'm looking at for BTC? Well, 1 hour is dipping. Let me double click here because it may not be flipping. No, it's not. It's still pointing to the downside. So that's bearish for the 1 hour. Last time we saw that, we did roll over. Okay. Let's take a look at what I would trade if Bitcoin was going to go down, which is BTC 3S. Okay. And see if I see that it's bullish. So it broke out. This is Bitcoin 3S. It broke out. And we called that rollover. Remember yesterday I said, watch the 1 hour. It might roll over on you. It did. Exactly that. Right. So I'm going to pull this to this here and this here. It broke out, broke itself back into the pattern, but it's oversold again. This thing could have legs. It really could. Not a huge move. I don't think I'll get the whole length of the pole, but I would take this back to resistance again. This is something that could play out right now in the next few minutes, next hour or two, is a Bitcoin short, right? 16% gains in the short are possible, not guaranteed. Always use a stop loss. And I'm not like hugely confident on it. This is just the only trade that I see happening at the present moment. If I had to make a call, if I had to use the TA, this would be the trade. Like MACD's about to turn, right? We're low on the RSI and stochastics are pushing to the upside. So I could see a move here coming out of Bitcoin 3S. All right. Sad to say, I'm not happy about that. I don't like shorting Bitcoin, but I do whatever I have to do to make money. Awesome, my friend. Awesome. Let me Zoom with you later on today. Maybe we could sit down and have a Zoom. I want to hear about your stories, hear what happened. I want to square some time out to listen to you, my friend. I love you, and I appreciate all the work you've done. Okay. I'm going to do the extractions probably in about 10 minutes. So get ready, baby. Get ready. All right, cool. So you could make 16% out of this. The 1 hour is likely to make a bit of a move here. How big of the move is, we don't know. Could even roll over here, go sideways and go down, and this could just never go anywhere. So anything is possible. I'm just taking the probability. Look, if you played the probability, you were low here. Look, this kind of rolled over and dumped. So it doesn't mean just because you're low, you're going to get it. But most of the time, look, there was a nice swing. There was a nice swing. 1 hour low pump, 1 hour low pump, then sideways, sideways, sideways. Then the 1 hour low pump there too. Could be the move here based on what I see. But again, you also have to get above this resistance point, which is 117. Possible scalp on Bitcoin 3S. Possible. All right. And honestly, if you were in my trading group this weekend, it was insane. How about everyone in my trading group? Wasn't it nuts? I mean, Inverse went up 200, 300% gains. We had coins popping all over the place. You know, it was pretty insane. A lot of gains all over the place. Even though the market wasn't that good, micro caps were pumping. See, that's what I'm trying to... Small cap gems were moving. There was a lot of small cap KuCoin gems that were just popping. And if you're new to the channel, we could teach you within a month how to start trading short and long. We teach you how to trade short and long within a month of being in the channel, in the group. We can teach you how to trade short and long. So you're not stuck to making money only when the market goes up. You can make money any single day, depending on the assessment of the market. You assess, you look, and you make your play. Okay? So can the 1 hour push to the upside? This may occur. Possible scalp. Always use a stop loss. Nothing is guaranteed. All right? So let's close the book on Bitcoin for my own head too. Let me close the book on Bitcoin here. Give my final idea, like what I feel. Because this is for me too. I do this for everybody else, but every day I said to myself, I was going to do a Bitcoin update anyway for myself. And I was going to have to go through all this stuff anyway. Bitcoin dominance, right? The Dow Jones. I was going to have to go through these things every single day for myself. So one day I said, why don't I just start a channel where I just do what I do anyways, and I do it with everybody, so I'm not alone. Because I don't like being alone. I like having a group. I like partying, baby. I'm a social guy. I want to have fun. So I said I could do this all by myself, but I could make it a channel and I could really jump in with everybody. We could have a blast together. So what we're looking at for Bitcoin is no matter what the stochastics say, can this inverted, look, shoulder, head, and a shoulder, can this inverted head and shoulder hold? Can we not go below 38,500? Back above 39K. Look at that. This has been a funny day for Bitcoin. So I showed you, we're almost looking at the same thing that we just looked at for the short, which is interesting, right? Indecisive day for Bitcoin for sure. However, I have to go with the idea that the 1 hour is high and needs to come to the downside. All right. 15-minute is also kind of an indecision. Could still flip back up though and get us above resistance. It's a day where I wouldn't open up a trade. I would wait to see Bitcoin I want to see Bitcoin break above 40K. If it breaks above 40K, then I'd be willing to make a move. So all eyes on Bitcoin here. If it breaks 38,500, we're going to look at 37,005, and then I'm going to reassess, and you're going to see an update in the group. So if you're in my trading group, you'll get an update from that point, and we'll look at it. So levels to watch right now at 38,500. We stay above it, we remain bullish, and that means we could get to the measured move at 41,460, 4,500 really. We don't, and we remain bullish. We retest 37.5, and then I'll reassess the market. We may have to make a new shape. We'll look at what's happening, and we'll break it down again for you. So that's what I see happening for Bitcoin just in the next 5 to 6, 7, 8 hours. You need to get above 39,500. You can't break below 38.5, and you're channeled right now in a tight pocket. This is where I break out BOOKMAP. This is a good time to look at BOOKMAP. Highly likely they have a lot of liquidity trapping us inside of these local zones. Shout out to the beautiful people at BOOKMAP. The CEO is a beautiful person. Watched my channel, reached out to me, and I love promoting BOOKMAP. I don't promote a lot of things, as you can see. Not leverage trading links and stuff of that nature. I want to help you on your way. I don't want to make money when you lose money. If I give you leverage trading links, I make money when you get slammed. If you lose a lot, then I make money. I think it's a little weird where the people that follow my channel would buy me a house off of losing money leverage trading. To me, it's a bit strange. So I don't know if I can morally deal with it. I don't know. I think it would affect me a little too much. The other guys can do it. And again, it's fun. They also make people money, right? So it's not, and they also say, hey, you have to be an experienced trader. So I get it. And I'm not judging anyone. They can do whatever they want. I don't care, I actually, I'm thinking of Crypto right now, but I actually like Crypto. If I hung out with that dude, and I guess there's some people on my channel that probably don't like him at all, I think he's a good dude. I think he's a happy-go-lucky guy just doing his thing. And honestly, I don't want to feel negativity about anybody because that's just negativity that hold. So, thou shalt not judge. What I do. What he does. What people do, they do. I don't know if I can handle it, But look at these big buys coming in here for BTC here, 39,125. And we got some liquidity down here, but the last time I saw this, so they're not trapping the price too much, but the last time I saw this, we did get to the big buy here. They trying to sell 463 Bitcoin at 55,000. They want it bad. Look at the little liquidity here and see what's happening inside little liquidity. So here, they're trying to bring us to 39,165. That's the next order. It's highly likely we get dragged up there. We got some buys here at 39,000 too. So they're kind of laying the law. And you see when the buy's here and it starts going up, this is usually the same market maker. He's pushing the market, pushing the market, pushing the market. If you see him keep raising these orders up, he's pushing the price up. You can see them pushing the price up right now. Look, and they grabbed their liquidity right here. They wanted this box. They got it. See that? They got it right there. They're going to blast through it. They want to get up here now. 39,240. You can see it. That's the closer liquidity. Look, now there's nothing here. It's all right here. It's all right here, 39,400. Highly likely we get dragged up. A little bit of a sell here, 39,180, but he wants us to get there too. He's like, come on. He hit it there. Now they got the buy order at 38.8. They want to bounce. This is very interesting. So it's more likely we bounce off 38,850 one more time, or we get up here to 39,400. See how they drag the liquidity up to where they want to get their bags filled. This is BOOKMAP. Understand what's happening here on the order book. Use it to your advantage. I got a link to BOOKMAP, and you get a deal that you wouldn't get anywhere else if you use my BOOKMAP link. So use my BOOKMAP link, get the community deal through Crypto Lifer. You wouldn't get it anywhere else. And you'll be able to see the liquidity, aggregated liquidity on multiple exchanges, all the exchanges that you need, futures, everything, ready to rock. Okay, 284 likes, 322 people. I can't ask for more. 40 people want to just got to do the right thing. I'd appreciate it. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you for jumping on in. And we were hitting 400 every single day. We pulled back a little bit. I believe it's daylight savings time. But people are trying to find me. They're like, oh, where was he? Because if you're in another country, they don't have daylight savings time. Like Costa Rica. They don't change their time. So people think I'm late. I'm not late. I didn't come in late today. I hit the exact time I always hit. It's just we changed the time here in the United States. Last time I did it, it took about 2 weeks for everything to get back to normal. I was huffing and puffing. But it is what it is. That's what happens when you use a daily show. You're going to have to deal with daylight savings time. We were cracking 400 every day. Let's get them likes over 500 today, peeps. You can do it. Oh, we could. Let's get those likes up to 500. All right, let's take a look at all the super chats. Thank you so much for the love. First super chat, WAGMI, from my man. $50 super chat from Jimmy Phillips. Let's take a look at WAGMI. WAGMI. Whatever we call it, WAGMI. Now, there's WAGMI on Solana, there's WAGMI, SWAGMI, there's WAGMI Game, and there's WAGMI. Not sure, there's a lot. I'm just going to pick the regular WAGMI, but I don't know if I'm picking the right one. Seems to be a lot of stuff going on there with WAGMI, and I don't know. So if you could help me out on picking the right one, I would greatly appreciate it. WAGMI is a community-driven project that started with a simple McDonald's tweet. Already, I'm a little skeptical of an upside-down McDonald's sign. No lie. Is this what we're talking about here? Not trading today, not feeling it, just watching the market. Shout out to Ace PR. You don't have to trade every day. Hit the like button for Tom Brady because he's back, baby. Tom Brady's back, baby, if you didn't know. Oh, no, brother, I'm just saying we're all going to make it. Shout out to Jimmy Phillips in the game. Yo, Jimmy, we're all going to make it. WAGMI. Ah, you're funny, man. Ha. That's funny. Trash, get crow, BTC, and ETH. WAGMI just means we're all going to make it, baby. Is there anybody in America that wants daylight savings? Isn't this a democratic republic? You're funny, man. Today is awesome. Lifer meet and greet at TB12. Cristiano Ronaldo changed his mind for a comeback. It's good to learn about all the different indicators people use. I would never figure that out, right? Blame it on DLST. I was late because Arizona didn't have daylight savings time. I know. I get it. It's going to be tough for my people to have to be there earlier. You know what I'm saying? It's not easy. I get it. Let's take a look at Anchor Protocol and Luna. Anchor and everyone wants to know what's up with Anchor and Luna. Are we going to get paid? Are we falling to the downside? What is happening? 15-minute wants to bounce to the upside. We're extremely oversold on the 15-minute. Look at this bullish divergence we have occurring. Swing down to swing down here on the price action. Swing up to swing up on the RSI. Tells us that the trend will continue to the upside. We should get a bounce there. That should be our bottom. That should be our bottom right there for price action. Getting very tight. Anchor Protocol. Only a matter of time till this thing breaks to the upside. I like what I'm seeing for Anchor. Let's take a look at the 1 hour though. However, the 1 hour is in that indecision mode, but coming to the downside, showing signs that it may flip with a higher low on the RSI. Also, there's bullish divergence here on the 1 hour. Swing up to swing up, swing down to swing down, telling us that we could get a bounce. Anchor Protocol, 293 could be the line in the sand for Anchor. Remember, Luna starts to pump, Anchor starts to pump. Anchor giving a lot of gains right now. Anchor giving a lot of gains and a lot of love. Anchor Protocol, 99% gains coming if we can get all the way back up to the measured move at about $6.29. That's our deal for Anchor Protocol. I personally have a bag of Anchor. I'm happy to be in it. I like where it's going, and I'm taking it to the moon, baby. Anchor Protocol. Again, I ride that daily time frame. Let's take a look at the 4 hour as well. Looking pretty. So the 1 hour getting low, 4 hour flipping. I like what I'm seeing on this. Do we have hidden bullish? We kind of do because look, we do. We have swing up to swing up here on the 4 hour. From this swing low to this swing is an uptrend. But from this swing to this swing is a downtrend. Hidden bullish divergence will occur to the upside. I like what I'm seeing for Anchor Protocol. Okay. Anchor, hidden bullish on the 4 hour. Highly likely to push to the upside, bouncing off previous resistance and If I pull a fib from, I believe this was our impulse, come down, impulse out. I'll take the fib from here. That's the only problem with fib is like trying to find out exactly where you want to take it from. Like we take it from the initial impulse right there. I'll take it from this impulse right there. And I'll make a line and line it. And see, we're in the golden pocket right now for anchor. We're in the 618 and the 0.65. We are in the golden pocket right now too as well with the hidden bullish. What we don't want this 50 to cross the 200. We want to see a flip to the upside. We don't want to see that occur. They are getting tight. The moving averages are getting tight. Let's look at the daily. The daily's getting across. 50-day might cross the 200 there and get a bullish golden cross. Also, there's slight hidden bullish there in a way on the daily time frame as well. So I like what I'm seeing for anchor. Made a higher low, bouncing there after the surge. It came down for a nice retest. Golden pocket. Anchor could do some serious damage on the 4-hour time frame. 100% gains coming out of anchor protocol. All right. Again, I'm not a financial advisor, and nothing I do and say here should be taken as financial advice. Watch my previous shows. See if I have a track record. See if it's worth listening to. Make your own assessment. Trade yourself. Make your own support and resistance. Draw your Fibonacci. Understand what the MACD is, moving average convergence and divergence. Understand how it interacts with the moving averages. Know your divergences. Know your stochastics. That will all come together. All those things together will give you a picture of what you're seeing in the market. Anchor protocol looking absolutely beautiful. I like where it's at. And again, it could dump all the way to $1. Anything is possible. Just because I say it looks nice right now, these are just probabilities. This is just giving us the highest probability of a win. Doesn't mean anything is guaranteed at all. And you could buy this on KuCoin. KuCoin, a beautiful exchange. Jump into KuCoin today. Link in the description below. Thank you so much. It does help the channel. I have referral links in the description of my video. They do help the channel. All right. There's Anchor protocol. All right. Anchor. Okay, I have a segment to talk about here. We're going to bring that music down for a split second. And I just want to talk about something here. Look at this. Welcome to my channel. I'm the Crypto Lifer. Hope you're having a good morning, day, afternoon, night, no matter where you are in the world. If you came to my channel and you like the vibe that I provide, please subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and don't forget to hit that like button and please leave a comment. I absolutely love reading the comments. Today, I want to talk about how much Bitcoin has been taken off the exchanges. Are we closer to a supply shock than we realize? Why is Bitcoin different than all the stock market? Why could Bitcoin easily decouple from the Dow Jones? What does Bitcoin have that these other things do not have? Why people think it's a tech stock and it is somewhat correlated to the S&P and how that eventually will divide and we will see Bitcoin go on its own way. Well, just now, coming in today, 54,000 Bitcoin have been taken off the exchange. And look at this, boom. You can just see this drop off to the exchange. Why? Because big businesses, big institutions, they buy what's called OTC, pink slip. That's behind the scenes. That's when they actually just take some liquidity away off the exchange and just send it over to a big institution and they make a gigantic buy. A lot of institutions are deciding that it's time. This inflation is enough. The craziness going on in the world is enough. The sanctions are enough. People are deciding it's time to allocate funds into Bitcoin. And this is causing it all around the world. People in Russia want Bitcoin. People in Canada want Bitcoin. People down in El Salvador want Bitcoin. People in Turkey want Bitcoin. Bitcoin hit an all-time high in the Turkish lira not too long ago. Bitcoin hit an all-time high in the Russian ruble, of course. Bitcoin hit an all-time high in many other countries' currencies. They don't tell you about that. You don't realize it. Bitcoin is slowly being taken from the exchanges. What happens when you go one day to the exchange and you can't even buy Bitcoin because they don't have enough. They don't have enough Bitcoin. Elon Musk just made a tweet that he would never sell his Bitcoin, his Dogecoin, or his Ethereum, that they will do better in a downtrend during inflation. And I'm telling you right now, that's why I decided to continuously buy Bitcoin. I've been buying Bitcoin throughout this low consolidative period, 30,000, 32,000, 36,000, 40,000. That is the time. The fear and greed index has been extremely low. So there is a supply shock coming for Bitcoin sooner than later. There will be a day when there just will not be as much Bitcoin as you expected there to be. You may not have a chance to get Bitcoin. People are waiting on the sidelines thinking it's going to be there. It's going to be there. It's going to be there. It's like a lifeboat when the ship's going down. Do you wait to get on the lifeboat or do you jump onto the lifeboat? There might not be enough. You make sure you get on that lifeboat. Bitcoin is a lifeboat. There may not be enough lifeboats waiting for you. Do the right thing. I do the right thing. I'm not a financial advisor, but buying scarce assets has proven throughout history to help out the individual no matter what in financial turmoil. So you do whatever makes you happy. I do a live stream 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. every single day, Monday through Friday, and Saturday and Sunday nights at 8 p.m., teaching people about scarcity, teaching people about the history of currency, teaching people about the history of gold and silver, equating that to Bitcoin, and letting you understand what's happening so you get your own history lesson on what's happening in finances today. Thank you so much for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications so you can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Crypto is life. That was probably the best I've ever done on a one-take pony. Unreal. Unbelievable. Getting better every day. Feeling the energy, feeling the vibe, feeling the movement. Didn't stutter once, didn't mess up my words. A few times I had to improvise. I almost lost it, but I came up with the right word at the right time. And we got it, baby. We got it. Like a crab waiting for the definition of the 16th. I don't know what that means. Let's take a look at Luna and MBL. Killed it. Well done, my man. Well done. Let's take a look at Luna. For real, Sam. Freaking perfect. Bot-like. Smashed it. That was impressive. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Appreciate each and every one of you for coming on in. Let's take a look at Luna. Let's take a look at Luna. I performed on stage for years, so I've been doing this for a bit. You know, it ain't my first rodeo. So Luna's high on that 4 hour. Yikes. That's why I got out of my trade, you know, and it may keep pumping. There's a chance that it can't. And it did break out, as we suggested, out of this flag to the upside. But that 4 hours looming. And so I can almost open this up and maybe put it in this and say, we're going to come back down to the bottom of this channel one more time. We may be able to get Luna back here at 80. There's a chance. There's a chance. So, you know, and we be coming back down. So we are at resistance right now. 93 is resistance for Luna. Can't get above it. Can't get above it. So I would wait for it to break above this and do a retest or come back down and bounce here. Also, it would touch the 200-day moving average, would be a nice catalyst for a bounce. Also, look, the 21 and the 200 are far apart. And there's that space between the 200 and the 50. I teach that as a place usually not to get into the trade. Okay? Again, we see tight moving averages here, though, on the 1 hour, and things are looking okay. Can we get this weird flip that's trying to occur? So again, this resistance is the big deal. I want to see Luna get above it and bounce off of it. That's going to be my next idea for Luna. However, Luna still hasn't hit the measured move of the initial trade that I made. It's still open. Patience, my friends. We got in here down at 75. This thing could get all the way up here to 124 with a gain of about 56%. Also, we've been in Luna since 55. We got in here at 55 when this wedge was wedging out. And ever since then, could still be in the trade, right? Could still be in the trade. We basically 100%ed when we went to about 106, almost 110 would have been 100%. But Luna just continuing to do damage. I like what I'm seeing. So this are two ideas for Luna. Does it break out and retest the top trend line here, the top support, or does it come back down to bottom trend line? Both overbought on the 1 hour and the 4 hour are not the best place to open up a trade, in my humble opinion. So you do whatever makes you. Can we get those likes up to 500, baby? Can we get up to 400 people on the live? We had 400 people on the live last week. How come? What's wrong? The energy? I have to pump that energy so hard to get us going, man. And shout out to 24,000 subs. Going to be a huge celebration when we get to 25,000. 25,000 is going to be a milestone for me. 25,000 subs, baby. We're on our way. We are on our way. Let's go. Let's go. You can do anything you put your mind to. You can do anything you put your mind to. Wild World, GTA of Metaverse, the Grand Theft Auto. I like Wilder World. Let's take a look at Wild. What is it doing? I think it's a great project long term, for sure. And down all the way back at a bean. I mean, this is something I believe is going to do numbers, and nobody's talking about it. And it's back where it started. I remember when it came out at $1, I was pissed I didn't get in, and then it ripped to 7 and it did a 7x. This thing's back to the lows again. This is a project I really like. I have to be honest with everybody. This is one that I believe in. This is one I could continually dollar cost average into and feel good about. I like Wild, and I believe Wild could do numbers. I like the project. I like the website. I like the circulating supply. I like a lot of things about it. So, not financial advice as well, but this is a project that I love. I absolutely love Wilder World. And, you know, I'm happy right now because I liked it so much. I was a little sad that I didn't get any of it at the right time. But now, look, I would have had to have sold my whole bag anyway. or hold in just complete insanity, right? But this could make it back up to $7.78. Huge gains coming. If that can make it up there, I mean, that's like 480% gains out of 121. Unbelievable. 536% gains out of Wilder World. Extremely oversold on the daily time frame. Beat down on the daily, beat down on the 5-day. You got nothing on the weekly. It's too new. Like everything else, look, beat down on the 4-hour, even the 1 hour. This thing may pop today despite what the rest of the market's looking like. This thing's looking hot to me right now. I like this coin. Wilder World. Check it out on the daily, beat to the ground. See, I normally don't buy things that are this low, but this is a project I really believe in. So you'll see me say this all the time. You'll be like, And it could go even lower. It could go to zero. Anything could happen. You always need a stop loss, and you always have to say, well, what is my risk? Where am I willing to stop at this? You know? Like, for instance, I always say you could risk 1% of your portfolio. If you have a portfolio of 100 grand, then you could risk $1,000, right? So I could put $1,000 in this no stop loss, and if I lose the whole trade, that's the stop loss. The trade becomes the stop loss. You get it? So you could not use a stop loss only if you're okay with losing the entire position. The entire position has to be the stop loss. As you get bigger in life, as you gain more money, as your portfolio grows, the amount of money you're willing to risk becomes bigger. You become a millionaire, you risk $10,000. You don't care, you could lose $110,000. You'd be fine. You get it? You could lose it 100 times. And if you win a couple, I mean, you do some, so, you got 10 million, you can risk freaking 100 grand. That's 10%. That's 1%. It starts getting crazy, right? You get to 100 mil, then 1 million is what it is 1%. It is what it is, So, again, the longer you stay in the game, the bigger your bag gets, the more advantage you can take of the market too, right? Like I flipped $200 yesterday and I used $4,000 to do it. It wasn't that easy to make $200, but I flipped it, or this morning when I sold Luna, but I flipped it with $4,000. Back in the day, I used to have to wait way longer, or that trade would have only made $50. Okay? And I'm not trying to boast, I'm just showing you, over time you will be rewarded for staying in the game, but you gotta stay in the game. You can't run away. You gotta use the slight edge and you gotta pump it every single day of the week. See, I got my tickers going so you can see what's going on with the coins as you're watching. You can see where THETA's at. You can see where TRX is at. You can see where SNX is at. Solana at 81, baby. NFA for me, just like all three of those projects. 39K is like magnet. Gregory, time to buy. Mirror might be making a move. Let's take a look at Mirror Protocol. Send in those super chats for TA and deep dives. Super chats, let's look at MBL. MBL. I remember someone asking about MBL recently. He put it on our radar. Wow, look at the pop it did. Woo! And look, we had it in this wedge yesterday. Suggested it could break out. See this wedge? Interesting. Wow, MBL did numbers. Did absolute numbers. And we talked about it here, the retracement of the 886. Unbelievable. MBL. Wow, you put it on the radar. You were spot on. Unbelievable. That thing did numbers. Unreal. And again, you would have found out about this coin on the channel. We went over it, 141% gains. I can't say that I posted it to my trading group. But again, not only am I a place for you to join my trading group and learn, but I'm a place for you to learn from others. Look at me at like a local crypto park. I am the park. I open up my doors, or I started a crypto park. So I open up the park doors. Everyone comes in at 10 a.m. and you can learn so much from everybody else in the market. There's so many people that come to the live stream every day, at least 300 people every day, and they're in and out. So we have like 1,000 people. By the end of the stream, over 1,000 people have come in and out of the stream. We have concurrent viewers, but they keep changing, you see? 20 people come in, 10 people come, 5 people come in. And so you're getting access to some of the greatest minds in crypto and people that are really there to help you out. Shout out to Michael Didamo. He's asking about THETA. Let's take a look at THETA from Michael Didamo. Michael, thank you so much for the $4.99. Very nice of you to do that. Very, very nice. Shout out to Michael Didamo. Didamo with an M. Michael Didamo. Thank you, Michael. I appreciate that. Let's take a look at THETA, baby. Let's take a look. And that's another thing I don't like. Sometimes I do it too. But I try to really, really, really recognize the super chats. I can't stand when I super chat a YouTuber and they don't read the super chat. They don't even mention it. It just goes by the wayside, you know. Happens in the first hour. I know I'm pretty busy doing what we do, right? Shout out to everyone here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. 11:21. We got time. We got 40 more minutes to deep dive these coins, baby. 40 more minutes to deep dive these coins. Listening and taking it all in. Shout out to Gina Bombina. Shout out to Grace Protocol. Shout out to Zero Allegiance. That's so funny. Justin, EU Parliament Committee vote against ban of proof of work mechanism underlining popular cryptocurrencies. They turned the vote down, you fool. Look at this guy, Ethan Wams. They turned the vote down, man. They're not going to vote. They vote against. Yeah, the ban. Oh, no, they voted against it. Yeah, that's very bullish for us. Sorry, he's just telling us they voted against it. Yeah. Of course they voted against it. It would be the most foolish thing they would ever do. I already knew they were going to vote against it. It's complete FUD. I told everyone last night it was complete FUD not to listen to it. I did. Didn't I on the live stream? I'll tell you right now, man, you will not. I was raised by the most stubborn, craziest guy in the world. My dad was so independent. He listened to no man but himself. And when you watch a man listen to nobody but himself, you become a similar man. My father was not a follower. He looked at me and he said, if I ever catch you in trouble, if anything of you better do it yourself. He said, if you followed somebody into somewhere, he basically said, like, be your own man. He said, if 100 people are going one way and you feel in your heart to go the other way, he goes, you better listen. He grabbed his big finger and he pushed it on my chest and he said, when I was like 7 or 8 years old, and he said, you get a feeling when you don't do the right thing. And you do. Like, whenever I don't do the right thing, I get this deep feeling in my chest. Like, man, I'm on the wrong path. Like, I'm with the wrong people. I'm not doing something I should be doing. Like, this isn't right. And if you don't listen to that, it goes away, he used to tell me. He said, that is your key. That is your guide. That's your guide in life. He said, you need to listen to that. That guide will help you through everything in life. And because sometimes people are going to be going one way and your guide's going to tell you. Deep in here, you're going to feel it. And literally, I do get a feeling. It's right here. It's a solar plexus. It's a summit connected to emotion, connected to feeling and nerves. And it's your intelligent intuition. Intuition is the highest form of intelligence. Intuition is the highest form of intelligence. And it tells you, man, I don't think I should be doing this. I don't think I should be doing this, you know. You asked us to go over SW yesterday. We didn't like it. I don't want to go over it again. I didn't like the coin personally. I really didn't want to bring it up again. Jonathan Wyatt, I appreciate you with all my heart. I think you're great. But I went over SWTH and I did not like what I saw. I thought it was a very sketch coin. And unless I see something else change, I don't really want to mention it on the show. And I'm so sorry about that. And I apologize. And please don't get upset. You're $4.99. You can ask about something else. I just don't want to go over SWTH again. Okay? It's the energy of our soul. Shout out to Andrew Sulo, who gives the shout outs to Sam. Super Chats, EMB. Gregory the Sniper. Yeah, I love it. And there is a Grace protocol. You know that, right? There really is. No, I looked it up the other day. Look, it's called Grace Period Token. But it's a grace period, meaning like it'll have a period in between settlements. So you have a grace period to pay something off or something. I kind of like the idea. Not much about it, but that was funny. Grace period token, right? So like the grace period is the time in which you give someone room to pay a debt off, right? So I see THETA breaking back up here to 659 not too long from now. It's a beautiful project. It's a working project. Over time, it's going to eat up the other projects. So sad that it would get sold off. I mean, THETA would go all the way to 15. I got into THETA at $1.78. I knew about it when it was 70 cents. A lot of people I know are still in THETA around 70, 60, 50 cents. We believed it was going to be a huge project back then, and I still believe it's going to be a huge project now. It's all the way down to an 88% retracement back down. I can't believe it's bottom today. Like today, it's really getting towards the end of its bottoms. 274, bit of a double bottom there for THETA. This market's going to have to make a bit of a move, but THETA is holding this level. I believe in THETA. I'm going to start streaming to THETA. You're going to see me using THETA to my advantage. I believe it's a beautiful project and a beautiful thing. Again, it could go lower. Anything could happen. It's got to hold this 274 level, like after that higher low off 250. And we can see it get back to 650. And again, where it's at $2, it's going to go to $20 a coin. I definitely think this thing can 10x or 8x from where it's at. Maybe 7x, yeah, around 6.5x from where it's at to get back to the all-time high and more. THETA, baby. It's a working product. You know, it's going to eventually gain steam. As the internet grows, THETA will grow with the internet. And as crypto grows, so will THETA grow. So I believe in THETA long-term. Measured move is 684. Am I making a play on it today? I have my THETA long-term. I bought it back down here. I'm just going to hold. I'm going to continue to hold. It is what it is, you know. Okay. Now I see some super chats came in. Let's see what people are saying on the super chats. Thank you so much. 200 rubles. Hello, Lifer. Can you please look at MOVR? Thanks. Love from Dubai. Thank you for the Dubai money, man. Can we go over Ubix? Thank you. Rock on. Shout out to Jordan Kadzio. Thorchain is flying. Yeah, Rune, baby. Super chats. EMB, MOVR, and Ubix. Let's take a look at those. And I'm sorry I didn't go over SWTH card, but we went over it yesterday. I really didn't like what I saw. It was like so low on the market cap. It was sketch. Let's take a look at Rune. Rune keeps flying, and we kept talking about why Rune is going to pump. Look at this thing at 743. Rune for the win. Wow. Look at that on the daily candles. Rune just keeps banging on them. And here we have Rune right here. Had you taken the call for Rune on the channel, you'd be up 15% and more, actually. That was my sell was there. It made another flag and continued to go to the upside. It keeps flagging out, everybody. Rune keeps doing damage. So, wow, Rune for 15%. But had you held on and done your own thing, if you're still in the trade, wow, up 30% gains. No stop loss got hit in the making of this trade. Stick another one to the market maker. We win again, baby. We win again. Shout out from Crypto Brothers. Waves, please. Shout out to the Crypto Brothers. Love y'all. Irish Jack 74, my man. Tory McFarlane. Will CELR leave the cellar? We'll take a look at CELR. That's a funny question from Tory McFarlane. We're going to look at our two quick hot topics there. We got to look at EMB, MOVR, Ubix, Waves, and CELR. Zero Allegiance. You're the man, dude. The way you do those super chats, so fast, so neat, so clean, so amazing. Shout out to anyone that jumped into Rune. And we talked about Rune back here when it was 5 beans. It's now up 50% at 746. So had you taken the call for Rune here in the channel, you'd be up absolutely huge. Absolutely huge. And we gave you another call right there. So 2 times. If you missed the first one, we gave you another entry. Again, I didn't give you anything. All I did was present the technical analysis. And if you had used the TA to your advantage, you would have used it the same way we did. So I just presented technical analysis. And look, previous resistance right there, we came to the support. SR flip. Previous resistance, we bounce off the SR flip. And we gone, baby, we gone. Then look, resistance here. We came down. Where did we bounce? Right there again. Previous resistance becomes new support. And we gone. 50 minutes getting overbought. Daily got very overbought. Now it's coming for the double hill there. Very amazing. Shout out to anyone that jumped into Rune for the win, baby. For the win. Shout out to anyone that played Rune for the win. 30% gains. 50% if you stayed in the trade from when we initially put it out and just kept raising the stop loss. Unbelievable. Rune. Strongest coin in the game the last few days. And we were all over it. We were all over it. Depending on which trade you took. Bang, bang, bang. And that's why I work all weekend long, because I can't let you guys miss gains like that. That's why I work all weekend long. That's why I work 10, 12, 15 hours a day, because you know what? Not everything I see is going to pop, but if I keep my mind going, if I keep myself looking, I'm going to find the win to the upside, you know? Look, Wasted Lands did its thing. OGN did its thing. And again, I can't find every coin. Impossible. Impossible. That's why I need help in the trading group. Jump into the trading group and join the trading group. I'm telling you right now. If you put in the effort, you pay 99, you put in the effort, then you're going to have a bunch of 99s putting in the effort. They give you your 99 back. It's almost like you all pay 99 and you all get each other's energy back out. It's like you pay for each other's energy as well. I swear I could pass away and leave, and that trading group would still produce amazing gains. It would still help you, even if I wasn't in it. I'm an added benefit. I'm just an added benefit to the trading group. I'm serious. I'm dead serious. That trading group is getting, because so many people now have learned from me. It's a cesspool of information and amazing information. I would be getting out of this trade at this point. It's getting extremely overbought. But again, you do whatever makes you happy. Still a little more room on the 4 hour, but wow. What a push to the upside. What a beautiful move for Rune. And don't beat yourself up if you didn't get into Rune. It's okay. There's always another trade. There's always another trade. But bang, bang, bang. Rune for the big win. Shout out to my team. Let's take a look at EMB. I don't know what EMB is. EMB. Embleton. I'm going to have to look for it here on CoinMarketCap. EMB. What is EMB? I don't know what it is. I can't find it. Hold on. EMB. Okay, emblem. Here it is. There's Ember Coin too. I believe you're asking about emblem, but I don't know. I think someone asked about this recently. That's why it's sparking a thought here, but I could be completely wrong. We're going to 760 on Rune. Super chats, EMB, MOVR, Ubix, Waves, and CELR. Do you know Ohm? Yes, I like Ohmi. It's a good project, but you know, the market cap was so big for where it's at. I believe it could do numbers though. A multi-chain for launching wireless blockchains. Okay, yeah, this is Overline with Emblem. We went over Overline yesterday. Unbelievable. Custom-made hardware allows users to access DeFi, NFTs, Bitcoin, and Ethereum on any chain connected to Overline's multi-chain without the internet. Can you believe that? I mean, mine more crypto by staking EMB. I mean, it's going to be harder to track people if we don't even use the internet. They're going to be like, whoa, 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 whoa. And that's the thing. You see, Elon Musk is putting up his Starlink, right? You see, he's creating his own internet. You guys know that, right? And they're trying to take down his internet. Kind of crazy. There's free speech will be heard throughout the internet, but we have to win the internet over. There's a battle for the internet right now. It's insane. I'm telling you right now, there's a battle for the internet. There's a battle for your mind. There's a battle for information. That's why I come out every day and I push out positive information. If they're going to push out their agenda, then I push out my agenda. They don't take a day off. Those news agencies and the propagandists, they don't take a day off. They keep pushing it down your throat day in and day out. So I don't take a day off either. We must combat info with info. It is an info battle. With VV app, you can buy some great NFTs. Yeah, you can. I know all about them. We used to do a lot of NFT buying on the VV app. Ohmi is a great project. What about Zilliqua? Zilliqua's all right, but it just hasn't delivered. It's been too much of the wayside. They haven't done enough promotion. Let's take a look at Emblem. I like this. I like Overline. It's it's amazing. I think it's an amazing product. I find it very interesting. Very interesting. And I just caught wind of it yesterday. It's on my radar. Time to short Rune. Possible. Yes, Overline Emblem. With VV application, you can buy some great NFTs. Yes, you can. CKB Nervos. We'll take a look at that. I like Nervos. I love the team. I met them all. Mika and the EU version of the SEC didn't ban proof of work. Great news. Yeah. There was no way they were going to, man. They weren't going to do it. They were fudding you to get the price low. When are you guys going to realize? When are you guys not going to be tripped out by the makers of the news? They're trying to play with your minds, everybody. Block them out and go on your own way. They're trying to create your reality. You create your own reality and no one can make your See, everyone's trying to make you think. They're trying to form reality so you think their version of reality is real. But everyone's version of reality is their own. You get it? Not what like my version of reality is mine. Your version of reality is yours. Like my version of reality has 22 quotes by Albert Einstein that I'm inspired by. Their version of reality does not. You get it? In my version of reality, I can become as great as Albert Einstein, and I'm on my way. And their version of reality, they want me to be a slave to whatever they want. So you got to create your own reality. Create your own plan, or you become part of somebody else's. I wake up every day and I'm on my plan. I do my YouTube channel, right? I'm pushing out Bitcoin, the idea. I'm helping others every single day change their lives. A ship is always safe at the shore, but that's not what it's built for. A ship is always safe at the shore, but that's not what it's built for. Is your ship still at the shore? Are you waiting for something to happen to your life? If you want to live a happy life, tie it to a goal, not to people or things. And it's so funny he said that. When I finally found out my true purpose, all the people in my life kind of fell away. Like, I used to think, oh, my life is going out and drinking with my buddies and I love family and there is time for family. But having a true message and goal, like knowing where you're going, I realized that that's me. I am the goal now. I realized I peeled off a lot of who I was going to be for myself and I became who I needed to be for others. And that's when I really became who I wanted to be. These individuals have been telling us this. The smartest people who are successful have been telling us this story since day one. Only those who attempt the absurd can achieve the impossible. Only those who attempt the absurd can achieve the impossible. You have to be outlandishly insane. Outlandishly insane. Break free from the regular life. If you do what everyone else is doing, you will not have whatever you will have. If you do what everyone else is doing, you're just going to have what everyone else has. do what others won't to have a life that others won't. Or do what others don't to have a life that others won't. It's better to believe than to disbelieve. In so doing, you bring everything to the realm of possibility. If you believe anything is possible, then anything is. If you don't, then it's not. If you can't explain to a 6-year-old, you don't understand it to yourself. If you can't explain it to a 6-year-old, you don't understand it to yourself. I love this. These are great. The only source of knowledge is experience. You never fail until you stop trying. You have to learn the rules of the game, and then you have to play better than anybody else. This is trading. This is trading. You have to learn the rules of the game, and then you have to play better than everybody else. In trading, people are trying to take your money. You must take their money before they take yours. You must take your money before they take yours. Let's get back into the super chats. Let's get back into the mood. I highly like RUNE is cooked. I think it's cooked. You see heavy bearish divvy now on RUNE. We saw it before and it played out. It played past it. I would be taking profits at 651. I might have, that's insane. But again, how do you gain moves like that? You play the 15-minute, you play the 1 hour. The 1 hour would have given you this. The 1 hour would have given you this beautiful move here. It would have given you this ascending, and they bounce people out to try to get the stops out, and then boom to the upside. Measured move would have been the length of this pole, and that's where you would have went. See? Bang, 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 bang. All right? Now you're overbought on the 1 hour. Highly likely you're going to come back down. Something's going to give. All right? You go to the daily time frame. If you see, and you got, not too bad, actually. Look what this was, too. Look, I know this is crazy, but check it out. It was an inverted head and shoulder, was it not? Right? In the measured move, you could take this slanted length from the wick to wick and then swing it. Actually, you take the pole. Pretty much where we went, 776 it could be the measured move. And then you see resistance, like, then you look at a bigger time frame and you make your resistance. Funny, it looks a lot like Bitcoin, doesn't it? Bitcoin's right there, and then the drop in the back. Funny. So you can see we're at resistance right now in the zone. We bounce with a double bottom. Okay? RUNE, baby, RUNE. And it all started with a double bottom in the channel. See this? So look, we're seeing a lot of this right now. We're seeing a lot of coins that look just like this. Let's bring it back. They look just like this in the daily time frame. Honestly, this is like Beats expertise, the guy in my group. He's all about the daily and the 4 hour. And he's getting it tight with the double bottom. All right? And look, stochastics are about to push. So you see this picture here. You want to recognize this. You want to replicate this over and over again. You want to look for this again and again and again. All right? Let's take a look at the chart for EMB, which I didn't get a chance to. Okay. And we're going to copy the contract address here for Emblem, which has only got an Ethereum address, which kind of, man, I'm all about multi-chain. That doesn't make me happy. I personally want multi-chain in the game. If it's not multi-chain, I'm out. Weird. I swear I copied the Ethereum address. You couldn't find it here on Deck Screener, which is a little weird. Huh. Maybe it's not out yet. I don't know what's going on there. That's weird to me. All right. The coin's been out since May of 2017, and it was worth 22 cents, and then it's down at the dumps, like everything else. Like every little microcap gem is down in the dumps. Overline is a protocol designed to foster innovation by connecting blockchain technologies with liquidity and interoperability. Overline is built on the top of a unique proof-of-work algorithm called proof of distance and uses mining hash power from its network to build a blockchain of blockchains, or multi-chain. By weaving together the states of all connected blockchain networks and recording this information into a single immutable ledger. Disparate blockchain networks are prevented from reusing, triggering, or executing transactions on other blockchains. Networks seeking to collaborate to interact are forced to rely on middlemen and third-party platforms in order to bridge the gap. The third parties are a compromise to the design philosophy of decentralization and technologies and to introduce significant vulnerabilities to the industry as a whole. By connecting multiple blockchain networks together and baking connectivity into the technology itself, Overline helps organizations and individuals leverage the unique benefits of siloed blockchain networks from one single platform. That's insane. And trending coins right now, Phantom is trending, Elon's currency, and Kadena. Phantom trending right now. Everyone's wondering what's up with Phantom. Honestly, I believe these low prices are a blessing for Phantom. Anyone that missed the move, Phantom was 18 cents, 20 cents, right? Remember, Phantom, look at Phantom's multi-chain. It's got a Solana address, it's got a Celo address, it's got an Ethereum address, and a BNB address. How come it doesn't have a Phantom address? What's going on there? Funny, right? I guess the Ethereum is the Phantom address in a way, but multi-chain, Phantom. Solana address, you can buy Phantom on Solana. Look at that, wrapped Phantom. So, back into the chat here, see what's going down. MOVR, UBIX, Waves, and CELR. Let's take a look at MOVR. We looked at it yesterday, didn't we? It's kind of in the dumps. Yeah. It looks a lot like we were just talking about, though, right? Like the coin we just showed you looked just like this RUNE, and then it did something amazing. So can this follow a RUNE? Anything is possible. I hate catching a falling knife. We're going to have to get it back above support. But this thing is down in the dumps, extremely beat down on the daily time frame. See a big move out of these just from the initial move, right? Like there's 315%, and it wouldn't even be back to its near to its all-time high. That would be just getting back to the next resistance point. MOVR. But this all depends on whether the ecosystem is budding, whether people really want to get into MOVR, like what's happening there. I'd have to do more research on Polkadot, what's going down. This could pop up to the upside. 325% gains coming. It's not how I like to trade personally because I like more support. High risk, because where do you put your stop loss? You just pick a random place. Like there's no support and resistance here. So either you caught a bottom or you didn't. If Bitcoin takes another bit of a dump, this could fall even more. So I'd be careful. Where would this go if it does dump? You take like this middle pole. You could take the middle section here. It's kind of the measured move back. Negative 26. I mean, damn. I feel like it kind of called the bottom there then. When I get negative on the measured move, usually you did find a bottom. I've seen that happen before, but again, nothing is guaranteed. You're trying to catch a falling knife here on something like this. It's very sketch. One I was trying to flip for you. You got a shoulder, head, and a possible inverted head and shoulder there. See this? Shoulder, head. You got a drunken inverted. Could pump to the upside. However, you need to see that movement. 4 hours pointing to the upside. But look, you've been falling too. The last 4 or 5 hours, this thing is just... Brrr. Last 20 hours, this thing just took another dump city. There you would... Oh, we're going to bounce. We're going to bounce. It's trying to hold on to this divergence too. Look at the divergence. It swing down and it's flat. I mean, I don't know. Maybe this coin's done. You never know. Yikes. Doesn't look good to me. I'd stay away from it. But again, it could be the next big push to the upside. You'd have to do your own research and know enough about it. It's not one of my favorite coins, so I'm not all about MOVR. All right? I'm an EXRD guy. You know what I'm saying? Let's take a look here at UBIX. I like UBIX. I've been holding UBIX a long time. I am down pretty hard. I bought too big of a bag way too late into the market. But again, I did it with proper risk, so I didn't put too much. I'm all right. But, you know, I wish it had played out better. I believe this was going to be a fast, beautiful project, and it was new, and it was innovative, and I saw this beautiful cup and handle. We did bounce up, but we would just give it all back to the downside. UBIX is now, just like every new coin that had a cool idea coming out that nobody knows about. Nobody knows about UBIX. That's the thing. It's double bottoming here. It looks a lot just like RUNE. Can it move again? But I don't like playing coins that are at the bottom. Like, I'd like this to get back up and bounce. Fine, I might lose 150% gains because that's a lot of movement if it gets back up here. But that's the risk I'm willing to take to be able to just make 200% gains, 300% gains. You know, I don't think that extra... you might not know what I'm saying. The point is, if you get in right here, you're going to make 800%, right? But if you miss that chunk, you're going to only make 400. You're going to lose a whole 400%. That's okay with me because the risk is so sketch that I could keep falling, right? I'll give up that 400% gain. I would have to really, really believe in the project. Like Wilder World, that's something I buy regardless. I don't care because I believe in it so strongly that I don't care where it's at. I believe more can come out of it, you know? Shout out to 378 likes on the live stream. Thank you for coming on in. Can we get the likes up to the watchers? I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much. Let's get it moving, everybody. Let's get it moving. And we cracked 334, 380 people on the live. BitTorrent. It will Mars. Give a hello to Brazil. Shout out to the people in Brazil. Shout out to all my Brazilianos. Ay, 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 ay. No, I'm just messing with you. But shout out to my Brazil people. Love y'all. Thank you for joining the live stream. Thank you for jumping on. Waves has been hot. Waves has been hot. We've already found the hot coins, and we've been playing them ever since. Waves have been hands down hot to trot. And look, it's getting ready on the daily for another move. It really is. Look, it's getting ready on the daily for another move. It's going to come kiss this 21, and it's going to make a move. Waves pump. We gave you waves down there. Bang, bang, bang. We nailed waves. So had you taken the waves call, you'd be up absolutely beautiful. We talked about waves when nobody else was getting into it. And you know why? Because when waves first pumped, it started the beginning of the trend back in November 2020. I remember this. So if you just Google waves right here and you look, waves, right? Hot coins. Look, hot coins for your gem list. And this is me on March 13th. I'm telling you, waves is hot. If we go back into the chart here on March 13th, right? Like this, oh, that's today, basically. Wait, what the hell? Today is the 14th? It is, right. So this is last night. Hot coins for your gem list. These are things we're going to start trading the next week, right? But look, waves right here. I'm giving you waves at, oh, I thought waves could go to 33. If it continues, I believe it will. That never hit the stop. But right here, waves hit the target. See, we were talking about waves here at 18 and would go all the way up to 23. Nailed it for 28% gains. No, yeah. Nailed it. Like, absolutely nailed that trade. Like, no stop loss got hit in the making of that trade either. Stop loss was at 16. Waves would just continue to move, right? Even my other buddy had waves. Our initial entry was down there, 17. See what I'm saying? Waves. Look how many people were updating you. Look, I gave the waves call here. 18. 28% gains. Nailed it. We nailed it. Waves is eyeing 25. Before it even got close to 25, we called it. So crazy, you know? February 27th. Waves at $11 right there. That was when I originally gave it. So, like, we were all over it at 11 beans. Like, had you taken the waves call, you'd be up huge right now. Huge. And we gave you like 30 different updates on it constantly. So there was no reason to miss it. 30%, 298% gains. Look at that. 242% gains from 7 beans. We were looking at $9 and $10. This is how you make gains. When the market was, everyone was crying and wiling out, we were taking gains. We were taking gains on waves over and over and over again. So let's take a look at what waves is doing now. All right. So it's pulling back a little bit. All right. It's a beautiful chart too. So here's our resistance where we hit. Our next line here, and then finally. We don't have a lot to an all-time high. Waves did hit 42. A double up is coming for waves. This is one of the coins that moved harder than all the other coins too. So look at the flag waves is making here. It's flagging out, baby. Look at that. It's getting tight. I see it kind of squiggling up a little more sideways. That's going to be how the daily eventually touches that 21. And then we get a move. I like where waves is going. I got an alert here for waves to cool off down here on the 1 hour. Let's take a look at the 4 hour. 4 hours ready to get set again for another big move. Last time we did this with waves, we hit it so well. Can we do it again? Right? And we've hit multiple coins we hit multiple wins here. Waves to 35 from 25. That's damn near 50%. What? It's about what? It's got to be like 44, 44, 35. Okay. 10 on 25. Yeah. So there I see happening for waves. Take a look at the daily. Daily's going to have to find its way here. Could go a little more sideways till it kisses the 21. But I would watch waves closely with my alert here. And this way, if you ever see me draw these things and put a circle, I'm telling you, put an alert down here. Wait for waves to find its way. 200-day moving average moving through the bottom of the pattern parallel. It's a very good sign that something is brewing for waves. Okay. Here we had the 200-day moving through the bottom of this pattern, and we popped. Waves has a lot of institutional money in it. They look into waves. They like waves. Remember Sand, Ocean, and Waves, man? I was a sailor, and these were my favorite plays back in January of 2020, of 2021. I said Sand, Ocean, and Waves. Those 3 calls alone would have made you a multimillionaire. Sand, ocean, and waves. 4 grand would have turned into 990,000 with sand. Waves, USDT. And it's on multiple exchanges. You can find waves anywhere. So we hit waves for over 200% gains. Right? We hit RUNE for 30% gains. This channel, this group continues to take money hand over fist. We hit RUNE. We didn't miss RUNE. I'm telling you, man. Guys and gals. KNC short-term term play. You know, everyone's looking at KNC. It keeps coming up. A lot of people keep talking about KNC. It really is. Quant, can you look at VRA? Thoughts on SHIB? This thing needs to move. I got a large bag. Shout out to Vitomic. Hey, Lifer, can you check out DAPPX? Thanks. Don't savor. Yeah, DAP went hard. I was looking at it recently. It did a nice pump. Can you look at Libero? Maybe a new gem from DeFi 3.0. Thanks for your great work. We like Libero. We looked at it a bunch of times. It's just a high APY kind of game, you know. Let's take a look at CELR. Wow, you guys sending a lot in towards the end. I love it. I love it. I love it. Let's take a look at CELR here on Binance. This CELR network. Can it get out of the CELR? Who knows? We talked about this popping. We got a little bit of a move here. No stop loss got hit. What did we get out of CELR? We got 14% gains. That would have been time to get out, right? Came back down. Didn't hit the stop. Little gain there, though. Just so we did scalp that little push out to the upside. However, it didn't break above resistance, and now we're back where we are before. Let's take a look at CELR here. Possible emerging cup with a handle there. See, this is your cup. There's your handle. Didn't make a lower low. It's slightly higher than the previous low. Similar to what Bitcoin kind of did in a way. Here's your big boy resistance at about 10 cents. And your all-time high at 20 cents. It's at 30 cents. It's at the bottom of the barrel. Holding support. The daily says enough is enough. But every time the daily's been low, like here, no pump. No pump. So everyone's like, well, you told me to buy on the daily. How do I differentiate that? From, like, how do you differentiate a huge pump here on the daily and a huge pump there? It's very simple. You look left, and I would look like I'd make support and resistance at this line because resistance. I'd make support and resistance at this line because resistance. I'd make some support and resistance at this line because we hit resistance there. So then you look back and you're like, if the daily pumps to the upside on the stochastics RSI and we go all the way up, all right, like so, and you don't break the previous high, you're going down. Because then you're going to dump. So I use the stochastics with support and resistance. And when stochastics reset and you don't break a high, you're going to dump. It's a really easy way to short along a market, in my humble opinion. It's a great system to use because it's logical. It makes sense. You know, you're going to get up here. So basically, when this daily resets, you need to get somewhere up in here and bounce. If you don't get above this level or this level, it's likely you're heading down further. So you can play CELR that way. Watch this daily come up and see what it gives you. You know, high risk, high reward to try to play it now. You are double bottoming and you're holding your own here, but you kind of fell below that resistance just now. Look at this. If I zoom in, CELR just broke below that resistance. It could be bearishly retesting this area. Like it could come up and just never make it past it. It's got to get back above that. It's got to get back above 3.5, you know, to take it seriously. I'm just happy I don't own bags of that thing. I'll be honest at this moment. That's crazy. It is down. Hey, Lifer, can you check out DAPPX? Let's take a look at DAPPX. DApp Store. Great name, too, for a coin, right? Let's take a look at the auto here. So this thing had a nice pump, right? On like the 4 hour or something. I was trying to trade it back there. See, we had a nice pump on a wick there. Didn't look at it again. DApp Store token. It's a messy chart, huh? Look at this thing. You look at auto, it started up here at $8,000 a coin. I mean, this is nuts. It was $8,000 on a wick. Like, craziness. Sorry, I'm trying to like zoom into this thing. I can't see what's going on. At the present moment, I'm unable to see it. Because of that silly wick. And that's why auto doesn't work when you use the wick. I can't even find the price action. I don't know where it is. I might move on from this, man. I don't know. It's taking a lot of time. Don't savor me. A lot of people in my group, I swear, you guys can do the same TA I do. I feel like once you've watched me for so long, but everyone thinks there's just something in my brain, something different. I guess so. I'm definitely strange. My brain is very, very, very strange. There's two types of people that recognize my brain and make money off of it, and people that think it's just too strange and they can't figure out how to use it. It's funny, I meet people, and people will meet me like, wow, you're smart, and they'll use me and they'll make money with me, or they'll make money off of me, or they'll figure out a way to use my intelligence to get paid. Then I have other people that look at me and they're just like, I can't figure you out, and they don't use me for anything. And I'm like, dude, could have helped you out, man. I'll overextend myself for most people around me, and I'm hyperactive with a crazy brain. So like if I see you doing a walkway and you're not sure what to do, I'll walk by, I'll write a bunch of things down, I'll sit at my house, I'll come by a few hours later and I'll be like, listen, like I thought a lot about what you were doing. I think I could help you out, blah, blah, blah. Just like whatever, and maybe I should shut my mouth, right? So DAPPX is forming this idea here. I do know my brain is hyperactive. So it helps, right? I'd rather have a hyperactive brain than a brain that's just like, you know. So DAPPX could come here and kiss this and bounce back up, bounce back in. It's got a broken channel, but again, this thing could make a move. You see what I'm seeing here? Again, I guess I see why people ask me about the TA, because I've seen so much. Like years ago, I never would have seen it like that. This could play out and end up getting back up here to 4.7. So interesting. I'd watch it closely on the 1 hour. Look at the 4 hour, probably has to cool off too. I'd put an alert here on the 4 hour. I wouldn't touch it till the 4 hour cools off, you know. Thank you for 375 likes. Amazing. Amazing. SHIB, this thing needs to move. Let's take a look at SHIB. I mean, you don't want to say anything. You never want to say this thing needs to move, because that's usually when it hurts. Usually someone's in a bad, when a coin has to do something, it usually means someone's like not in a good look with it. Like, you better move, man. I can't stand this. But, you know, SHIB's actually not in the worst spot, honestly. It really isn't. Compared to a lot of other coins, it's not at the bottom of its barrel. It's holding the 786 retracement. That means it could make its way back up. Look, shoulder head and a bit of an elongated right shoulder kind of spinning. I don't know. Touching the 200-day moving average, extremely oversold on the daily time frame. It's getting tight in this channel too, and it's more of a bull pennant than a falling wedge just because it has a higher low there. SHIB could make its move back up to this next resistance point here for sure. At about 6,000, that'd be a 3x for SHIB, wouldn't it? Because it's at 2 to 6. I could be wrong, but I believe that'd be 300%. 164. Okay. How's 2 to 6 only 164? That's confusing. Anyway, I think it'll be a 3x, right? 2.002 all the way to 0.006. Pretty sure that's 3 times 3. 2 times 3 is 6. Anyway, 164% gains coming if SHIB can do damage. Finally touching the 200. It hadn't touched the 200 yet. It'd been waiting for the daily to come and kiss the 200. Something we talk about, and it did that. So that's something you waited on, and it happened. Could be a big move and a catalyst for SHIB to the upside. I own a huge bag of SHIB, personally. Would I buy SHIB right now? I don't know. I'd wait for it to get above support and resistance. If you didn't get into SHIB right now, I don't know. If you're not holding SHIB long term, I feel it's like whoever's in it's in it. And whoever isn't in it, I think there's better projects out there. But again, do whatever makes you happy, right? I can't tell you what to do. Libero is just giving huge gains from what I last remember. It's giving like hundreds of thousands percent Libero finance, right? Last time we looked at it, it was gaining the best auto staking and DeFi 3.0 multi-chain farming protocol. Look at compound interest is the 8th wonder of the world. He who understands it earns it. He who doesn't pays it. Isn't that crazy? Compound interest is the 8th wonder of the world. He who understands it earns it. He who doesn't pays it. Yeah, like either you know it or you don't know it. Isn't that funny? We were just talking, and you know what's funny? I didn't know it was his birthday today. I really didn't. I didn't. I just woke up and I said, I want to do some good quotes, and I wrote like good quotes by Albert Einstein. Actually, I was with my dad the other night, and I was trying to find a quote by Albert Einstein, and I did a search, and it stayed there. And this morning when I woke up, it was there. You get it? So 100% coincidental that I talked about him. Look, died April 18th, 1955, born March 14th, 1879 in Ulm, Germany. Albert Einstein, dude. I get goosebumps. What a cool dude. He was morally cool too. Like, he wasn't just, there was a lot of smart people that you can read about, but he was morally smart. And he left a legacy about how to treat people, how to be people. I get goosebumps, man, when I think about him. I really do, like all around my body. Like the second I opened up his Wikipedia, my whole body got surrounded by goosebumps. So crazy, right? Albert Einstein, man. Born March 14th. Shout out to Albert Einstein. Happy birthday to Albert Einstein. And it's funny, I swear, I know you don't believe me, but I did not know it was his birthday today when I started reading these inspirational quotes. Logic will get you from A to B. Imagination will take you everywhere. I love that line, man. Because I imaginated a YouTube channel. It was my imagination. It was in my imagination that one day I would have my own channel and I would run my own trading group. These were all in my imagination. I sat at work imaginating things, and now I'm doing what I was imaginating in my head. Like, it's crazy. I don't live the life that people told me to live. My mom and dad said, you got to do these things. I said, no, I'm going to live in my imagination. And they looked at me like I was crazy. My friends told me I said, no, I can create my own world. I can live in the world that I create, and I can make more money than I've ever made working for somebody else. And they all looked at me like, and then I went on Wikipedia and I read about more and more people that created their own world. And I'm like, look at this guy. One guy I talk about is the basketball star guy. He never went to the NBA. He's just a trick basketball player. He's got like millions of followers on Instagram. You guys probably know who he is. I don't know his name. But he gets paid $15,000 to do events like in the middle. You know, he goes to probably basketball events all around the world. He's got an agent. He's got his social media. And what he does, he plays with the basketball. What did he do? He went alone in a park from the age of like 9 to like 20 years old. And he got so good at trick basketball that he's an anomaly. You know, I wanted to get so good at technical analysis that I became an anomaly. Like, basically, you watch someone that does something so much and you do it obsessively, so you get better than anybody else is at it because you put so much more time into it than anybody else. You're like, dude, I put 15 hours a day into this. Like, I look at any trader I know and I look at them dead in the face and I'm like, how many hours do you spend charting a day? And I can look him dead in the face and I can know if he's lying to me. Like, oh, 8 or 5 or something. I'm like, dude, you're not a trader, bro. You're not a trader. Get away from me. You know what I'm saying? Like I turn people into real traders. Like, do you want to be a real trader or you want to be a faker? Who do you want to be? I'll turn you into a vicious trader. I'm telling you right now. Hopefully you'll be able to teach people when I'm done with you. That's the point. So Quant formed that beautiful pennant, getting tight in the pennant. Getting tight. And I've talked about this. I see Quant breaking out of this. It's only a matter of time before Quant does a move. Double bottoming here. I could see it flip. Lack of bearish momentum there. Getting tight. Quant on the radar. When XRP pumps, Quant will pump. Also, the 200-day moving average is above the price. That's usually a magnet the other way, just like it's a magnet to the downside like SHIB was. It will be a magnet to the upside. So Quant, highly likely to get somewhere to 250 from 112. I see Quant making a big move somewhere soon. Excuse my burpage there. I could see Quant doing damage sometime soon. It's going to have to get through that resistance and that resistance, but only two big resistance till it gets back above to 250. Quant on my radar for sure. Take a look at the 4-hour, ready to rock. Take a look at the 1-hour, actually doing a bit of a flip here and showing divergence. Very interesting. And if you look at the smaller time frame, like you just look at here, even the 1-hour to me is in a bull pennant. See this? Price came up and into it. That's a bull pennant to the upside. I like Quant for the day. Look at the smaller version and the bigger version. Two things happening here for Quant. We'll make this tighter. We'll bring this up in there. So the bigger move for Quant is 250. The smaller move for Quant is up to 142. You pick your poison. Chart it. Do whatever makes you happy. You might not even like it. Who knows? This is just educational purposes only, showing you how to draw a trend line. Showing you how you have to have 1, 2, 3 touches on the trend line. 1, 2, 3 touches on the top trend line. How you have a smaller pattern inside of a bigger pattern. How there's a measured move to both patterns. How the stochastics were both oversold and we were ready to rock to the upside. I use the stochastics RSI when entering trades. They need to be below the dotted line or flipping. If they're flipping, they're halfway flipping, and that means the one right before it is below the dotted line. If the 1-hour is flipping, and what do I mean by that? If the 1-hour stochastics doesn't make it to the bottom channel and goes halfway like this, it means that the 15-minute was below the channel and flipping to the upside. I've backtested this theory many, many times. I came to find out why it was doing it. I saw it over and over again. I can look you dead in the face and say that's why a previous time frame flips is because the stochastics end up extremely low on the other time frame before it. When I'm trading the 1-hour, I make sure the stochastics are low in the 15. When I'm trading the 4-hour, I make sure the stochastics are low on the 1-hour. Why? Too many times I didn't do that, and I would get nailed. the trade actually wouldn't go in my favor. And the reason being is because I didn't realize the 15-minute was high. The 1 hour looked okay, but the 15-minute was high. I'd get in, 15-minute would have to have a little bit of a drop. It would either stop me out or I'd just be down in the trade till the 15-minute reset. So many times I'd get into a trade, the trade would not go well, and I'd be like, I'd look and see the 15-minute was high when I got into the trade. And finally, after doing that 20 times, I finally said I'm not doing that anymore. I know I'm trading the 1 hour, but I still have to watch the 15-minute because I refuse to, because I could get a better price. If I can get a better price, why don't I wait patiently for the 15-minute to come down and get a better price? This is a trading style that took me 6 years to figure out. I'm telling you right now, I kept playing and playing with it till I finally figured it out. Someone might have figured it out quicker than me. I'm not the smartest guy, but I am consistent and repetitive, and I know over time that is success. The guy with a very high IQ who's not consistent will not be as successful as I don't even want to say, but someone with less abilities, less cognitive abilities, but who's consistent. Okay? So, like Ed OG said, talent beats work. Talent won't beat work if talent won't work hard. Work beats talent if talent don't work hard. Like, someone less talented than somebody else will actually be more successful by just overworking the other person. You cannot ride on your talent alone. You can be good at trading, but what if you don't go online every day and nobody knows you're actually good at it? Then you can't teach anybody. You can't make a business out of it. You can't do anything with it. The point is to learn something and do something with what you learn. A lot of people learn things, but they don't do anything with it. It just stays there in the brain. You got to actualize the usage of the information. You have to turn it into useful information, okay? And then use it to your advantage. We went over that yesterday. It was the concept we kind of broke down with the slight edge too, Let's take a look at VRA and veracity. I like VRA. I actually hold a big old bag of it just so everybody knows. I do, and I believe it was a great project. Can't believe what's happened to all these projects. It's just so sickening. But they did run. We had a good run. We had a good run too from July all the way to October. July, August, September. A 4-month run. That's where they pumped all the prices up. So you can see I've done some work on this, and I've been looking at VRA, and it's low on the Stokes. It's getting low on the Stokes, but it's low on the Fibonacci level there. 886 retracement to the wick. I'm just gonna start fresh. I just have to do it. That's how I am. It's my OCD. So here we bounce off that support region. So we have strong support here at 0.19, really right below 2 pennies, right? The high of this thing was 6 cents and 0.6 of a cent. Okay, so that's about a 3x from here. We were getting to VRA under a penny when nobody even knew about it when it was on Uniswap. Might have been on PancakeSwap too, but I can't. Yeah, I think it was on PancakeSwap. One of the two. Don't quote me on that. And now we have this falling wedge that needs to break to the upside. We do have a bit of a shoulder, head and a shoulder, kind of an irregulated head and shoulder. Measured move would be this beautiful pole to the upside. And even if the measured move's there, I usually do extend it to the resistance point because you'll probably get all the way to resistance if you get that close. Okay? We could get a nice pump here out of VRA. This is also what's called an emerging cup and handle because the cup on the right side goes a little higher. An emerging cup. There's your cup. There's your handle. An emerging cup and handle to the upside. 300% gains coming out of VRA, but you got to know how to buy the fear. Right? And you got to have the BASE. This is a project I do believe in. This is something I will buy near the low. And honestly, it's holding a higher low. It's not at the lowest of the lows. VRAs could do some damage. We could see it move. But again, it's got to hold this level here. VRA. Long-term projection for VRA. And what I would do is I would make a list on your trading view. Whenever I post something long-term, I would make a long-term projection list. I would put it into that list. Then you can and then I would keep only the daily charts there and look at those coins on just the daily alone. You want to get in the habit of not looking at smaller time frames when you want a bigger idea. You want to get in the habit of learning how to trade the daily by itself, meaning open up a trade on the daily, don't look at any other time frames. Now, you won't get the best price. I'll tell you that. But what you will do is just find your support and resistance. You will have to make bigger stop losses when you do this. When you trade the daily, the stop loss has to be bigger because the support and resistance are going to be larger. For instance, you're going to have to, risk 50 to gain 300%. But again, I could put $500 in this. If it goes up, I make $2,000. If it doesn't, I lose $250. It's not too shabby. You know what I'm saying? And again, even if you don't have a lot, even if you have a lot of money, and I know sometimes, like for me, I've made big money trades, putting $500 in a trade, but it's still a trade, and it's still beating inflation. It's still $500. It's not sitting in my bank account doing nothing. You know, so every little bit helps. And I can compound that to that, to that, to that. And I can turn more into less, and I can turn less into more over and over again. So that's the idea. But this is a VRA long-term projection. Thank you for the super chat. Much love to you and yours. Wow. Super chats, Wave, CELR, Libero, DAPPX, SHIB, Quant, and VRA. We got them. Paulo Indica. I wouldn't say high possibility about anything other than what I think I'm having for dinner. Nothing to predict. Not trying to predict the world market. I learned to short. Then it doesn't matter. There you go. MetaMask DeFi for Beginners. MetaMask class the first Friday of each month. April 1st. April Fool's Day. 1 p.m. Book your class for MetaMask. If you don't know how to use MetaMask, if you don't know how to use DeFi, if you don't know how to connect to the big chains, if you don't know what you're doing, jump on into that course. It'll blow your mind. Super chat, CELR, Libero, DAPPX, SHIB, Quant, and VRA. We got them. KNC short term, please. We'll take a look at KNC. Thank you for that. And everybody, you can join. The Patreon is an amazing 24/7 resource. Exclusive lifer charts, beginners TA learning library, traders from around the world, VIP charts and ideas. Email cryptolifers@gmail. You can pay for crypto to join the Patreon by emailing cryptolifers@gmail. And if you pay today, you get locked in today. So you pay March 14th, you're in for the month all up until April 14th. So pay with cryptocurrency today. Help out a small guy, $99 a month, $270 for 3 months. Get your 10% off. Jump on in. It's usually $1,000 for the year. I will offer right now, $900 in crypto for the year. That's less than $90 a month, right? Let's do the math. And right now, you also get token metrics once a week during my weekly screen share and throughout the week. I've been posting it now even more. Token metrics cost $85 a month. So for $900 in cryptocurrency, 900 measly little dollars divided by 12, you can have me for $75 a month. That is the best you can get right now. If you pay in cryptocurrency for $900, we'll put you in for a year. You'll be ready to rock. And this year is going to be crazy. Imagine learning with me for the next year. Imagine because there's going to be crazy world market. There's going to be ups and downs. You're going to learn so much about the world markets with me and my team. Then a year from now, you're going to become a lifer. You're going to be able to help others. You're going to be super learned and have that information. And I'm going to turn you into someone that can help others as well. We're going to form people that help other people. I'm going to form you to form others. It's going to be a continual progression. Jump on into the live stream every single day. Eventually, you'll realize why it's worth it to jump on into the trading group, and I'll see you there. All right. Let's hit 420 likes. I can also tune more to less and less to more. I messed up when I said that. How long does that offer last until? I'm going to run it for the next... What's today? I'll run it until St. Paddy's Day. It's a St. Paddy's Day offer for the next 2 days until St. Patrick's Day. Because I'm Irish and I love being Irish and I want to help everybody and I'm always in a good mood. St. Patrick's Day discount. $900 for the year. Jump on in. Normally it's $1,200 for the year if you pay Patreon. Okay? Then we had a discount for $1,000. We took off the $200. We're taking off an extra $100 if you jump in for the year. And we'll do a 6 months for $450 as well. Jump on in. All right? But you got to commit to 6 months or to a year. $270 for 3 months, and that's it. That's where we're holding it down. You're the best lifer. Shout out to Savo Savage. Time to scramble. Damn, I really need to grab that offer. How long does the offer last until? Till St. Paddy's Day. Today's the 14th, so you have until Thursday afternoon. All right. I'm in a good mood. You caught me in a good mood, baby. Total market cap holding 169. Let's take a look at it. We didn't do the world markets like we usually do today. It's kind of good. It means there was some altcoin action. People were asking about more and more altcoins. So we held 163. We're now struggling with the resistance. The candle is above 165. We need that candle to close. We need another daily candle to get above this area. Stochastics RSI suggests we're about to get a big move to the upside. I like what we're seeing for the total market cap, but I don't want to see us get below 1633. We got to hold. Then we go into 154, and then we'll reassess from there. But that's the total market cap. Let's take a look at the Dow Jones Industrial, up 150 points. We suggested it would be up. Why? Because we looked at the futures last night. When the futures are up, highly likely the Dow will be up. 6 months for 450. Might have to talk to my wifer. The Dow Jones Industrial 150, up 150, and it's holding. However, the daily pumped, and we did not break the previous high. It's not a good look. When that daily pumped, you needed the daily to pump out of this divergence and really get above 34. So if the Dow daily keeps moving, all right, this is how you're going to know. The Dow daily keeps moving, and we start the curve, we don't break this high, the Dow's going to start moving even lower. Honestly, I'm going to make the channel like this. It's going to look something like this. See? And we're just coming up to the top of the channel, and we're going to come back down again. Highly likely what's going to happen, because we don't have the momentum of the daily. But again, anything could happen. Let's give it a shot. But right now, I don't have a lot of faith that the Dow can break above 34K. And if it can't, it's still in this downtrend. And then it could just continue down. But we'll see. We shall see. The weekly is okay, but it's just getting started in the bearish moment. Bitcoin's cracked on the weekly. Bitcoin's kind of ahead of the Dow. So they're not completely coupled anymore because they're decoupled slightly right now. You should blast that offer in the World Trading Group. Thank you. I will. You know what I'll do right now is I'll do a video update of it. Everyone, for extraction, extract this for my team. We got another extraction. Oh, I have another extraction video too. Get ready. We have another extraction video. I'm on fire today. Okay. So lately we have, all right. Welcome to my channel. I'm the Crypto Lifer. Hope you're having a good morning, day, afternoon, night, no matter where you are in the world. If you came to my channel and you like the vibe that I provide, please subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and don't forget to hit that like button and please leave a comment. I absolutely love reading the comments. There's a lot of controversy lately over, is Bitcoin green? Now, I'll tell you what, if you research all the industries in the world, you'll find Bitcoin actually is one of the greenest industries ever. The fact that people attack Bitcoin is just a big banking system that wants to scare you away. Now, I researched this in the 1700s, I believe. Once we got our independence, we were fighting for our banking independence, our financial independence, right? Because we weren't really free once we became free. England kept sending representatives, including Alexander Hamilton. He was really a shill for the Bank of England. He got his face on the top of that $10 bill, I believe. But my man is not the dude. What he did is he forced us to get into the monetary funds of the banking system of England. Why am I bringing this up with the energy? Because what they did was, when we made our own form of money, what they did is they sent men into the middle of the night to burn a huge factory and cause complete chaos. And then they said, that's what happens when you use your own money. They scared people from using the best form of money. They're doing the same thing now. They're trying to use green emissions and the Green Deal and all this to try to scare you away from using Bitcoin. They're trying to use it to block Bitcoin. The EU almost went out of their minds today and tried to block proof of work. Right? That's insane. They tried to block Bitcoin mining. Would have been the worst thing they ever did. Would have been absolutely horrible. Look at this right here. Carbon emissions. The gold industry is worse than Bitcoin because they have to go into the ground. And it produces way less value because Bitcoin is valued way more than an ounce of gold. And Bitcoin's going to continue to gain value. So Bitcoin actually uses energy better than anything else in the world. Because when Bitcoin gets to $1 trillion, $1 million a coin, the mining is going to be the same as when it was less a coin, Difficulty level will go up, fine. But the more people are going to be mining it. So that difficulty level gets spread across more computers. Global banking system uses 130 more, right? Look at this. The aviation industry trumps Bitcoin. Marine transport sector trumps Bitcoin. Air conditioning and electric fans. Data centers and tumble dryers, all of these things use way more emissions. In 2021, Bitcoin's network emitted an estimated 41 metric tons of CO2, which is lower than the global ranking, the global banking industry, the gold industry, and every other industry shown below. So if anyone wants to come at us and tell us that Bitcoin mining is bad for the environment, why don't they check themselves? They're using flawed data, they're not coming correct, and their information is not complete. This chart says it all. This breaks it down. Now, again, I'm sure there's ways we can tweak it and make it even better. And as we go forward, we're going to be using hydropower, solar energy, and more efficient ways to mine Bitcoin. I'll tell you that right now. So just want to put that out there. Bitcoin is not bad for the environment. That is a shill lie put on the powers that be to want to get you away from sound money. I love Bitcoin. I buy it every single day, and I continue to buy it. And I have a show every day from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. teaching people how to trade cryptocurrencies, teaching people about world economy, teaching people about the history of currency, the first gold coin ever made in Egypt, and to where we are today. Join me on my mission, on my journey to change the world. I know you will love it. I'm also on Saturday and Sunday nights at 8 p.m. Sunday night for Bitcoin and the Weekly Candle Close to get you ready for the week ahead. I'd love to see you there. I also have a beautiful trading group where I teach you all this and more and inspire you to stay motivated, stay positive, and keep pushing every single day. I'd love to see you in there. I also do tutoring. Hit the links in the description below. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace. That's a great, we could use that for tomorrow's segment. So now we have 2 segments, one for tomorrow and one for today. Thank you to my team. I did one little mess up there, but I think it's fine. We let it slide. Yes. What's going on? What? What do you mean? What do you mean? All live streaming? There's like literally 500 tiny ants. 500 tiny ants all over the floor. It's absolute insanity. It's insanity right now. My God. This is nuts. I got to get rid of the ants, guys. That's a shill. Definitely getting less profitable to mine. Super chats, KNC and ARX. 6 months for 450. Might have to talk to my wifer. Right? Super chats, KNC and ARX. Boom. Definitely getting less profitable to... What does that mean? I can't follow it all. Soap and water sprays don't do the job on ants. Soap and water spray does the job on ants. Do you live in a house? I do live in a house. We got those. Put salt on ants. They don't like that. Do your thing, lifer. Can you look at DYDX trading at 444? 420 lifers. What did the other guy say? That's a shill. This channel is OP. Oh, I don't know what that means. Definitely getting less profitable to mine. I don't know what that means. Who writes that? Are you a football? Oh, it's getting less profitable to mine the coin. Yeah. Super chats, KNC. Let's take a look at the Kyber network here. I got to get out of here, everybody. It's 12:20, man. I'm over my time. I talked about KNC pumping. I made this channel on the weekly. I showed you that it was low on the weekly, and we just said, play it on the weekly. Look at it. The last few weeks, this thing's just continuing to pump to the upside. That's how you play the weekly chart, all right? It's not easy. It takes patience, and you just, and then you check it each week. Once a week, you just keep checking it and making sure it's above the next candle on the week. KNC, I see going all the way up to 449. However, it's getting spent on the weekly chart there. Wish it had a little more movement, all right? Daily getting ready for a possible flip to the upside. The weekly could kind of just meander. I see KNC, but we talked about this too on the daily pumping. KNC around there at 179, it's pushing up. The Kyber network. Measured move to KNC is about 475. All right. So strange. It's bugging me out right now. All the ants. I know. I can't stop thinking about it. I know. Should have waited till the stream was done, though. Just don't tell me that stuff. You just couldn't help. You couldn't help yourself, huh? It just happened. Yeah, but you could have waited. Took me out of my zone. It's late. Yeah, it's late. It's late. It's not good for the stream too because the viewership is down and it's not good for the algorithm. ARX. ARKX, it's down in the dumps, man. I don't know what to say. I'd have to research this project. Down in the dumps like everything else, bro. Like, it may make a move in the daily, but again, like, I'd wait for it to do this before I even think about it and retest this level, all right? But again, you do whatever makes you happy. I don't know anything about that coin. Let's take a look back at Bitcoin, and then I'm out of here for the day. Just the same, I mean, sideways, 39K again, just sideways behavior for Bitcoin. Hey, it's better than the dumpage. The 1 hour, not, you know, still 1 hour is still kind of up there. Eventually, the 1 hour is going to have to reset. That's what I don't like. All right. And we're not making higher highs. So we're still getting rejected. Like, we must break above 39,500 to remain bullish. We must. If we don't, expect more downside for sure for Bitcoin. All right. So that's where I stand on the temporal time frames. Like, we got to get above the zone. 39,005. We got to get above it. We got to get above it. Definitely got to get above 39K. If not, we're coming back down to test 37.4. And then we're coming to test, you know, 36,005 and then 34K. So these are the levels to watch here. We break this, we're coming to there. We break that, we're coming to there. Then I'll give you an update from there. I'll be able to, you know, I'm around every 5-6 hours. So we really only have to see where Bitcoin's going to go in the next 2-3 hours. And I'll be back for an update to my trading group. So that's what the beauty of being in the trading group. You get so much information all the time. All right, everyone, thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. 1, 2, 3. Crypto is life. I'll see you on the next live stream. I love you all. Stay motivated. Stay positive. Keep moving forward. You are beautiful people. You can do anything you put your mind to. Don't let anybody tell you you can't. And if someone's in your life putting you down, get them out of your life. Stay positive. Keep pushing. I'll see you on the next live stream, Tuesdays at 10 a.m. Remember, we did change the time a little bit because of daylight savings time, but we'll be back ready to go. I love you all. Have a wonderful day.